Why, hello.
With the
I am
boys.
super distracted, and I am currently
hold
influencing
on,
Marlo to come join us.
PO.
Ian distracted never. That could never happen.
It could never happen.
It could never happen.
We're doing PoE.
Egan would never allow himself to be distracted.
I was like, wait a minute.
I sniped Marlo before he got to go to bed.
Here, I'm closing Yakuza now.
Perfect.
He was getting off Yakuza. He was calling his stream. He's getting ready to go eat and take a shower. And like, but PoE though.
But
Like,
Marlo, PoE.
What
Could I interest you?
for a little path
I
thing?
haven't been cussing that much.
With little exile between friends, right?
Also, if anyone in the server is looking, I am
I
in
missed
the
what that
general
question
chat.
was. Oh,
Wait,
okay.
did you move me?
There he is.
Move me when you can.
Meryl. Oh, wait, to grab him.
What I
We've
am gonna
abducted the Marlo.
I
What
want to
I am
turn
gonna
off my
Marlo.
I'm gonna turn off my
I want to
turn off my
model, and I'm
gonna
gonna go with the PNG for the rest of the night, so I don't have to like stay seated in this weird position. So I don't have to like.
I can't believe it. He's leaving us. He's abandoning us.
Mm-hmm. He is abandoning us.
Yakuza gets my my full model. You guys get the PNG version.
I can't believe it. We're not worthy of the full Marlo experience.
You know what's weird? It's not showing. Hold on. Why is it not?
Let me
Wait.
actually put half of Excel on my screen. Let me actually bring up OBS.
Let's give you guys a heads up. I am streaming right now.
Yeah. Well, that's
We
fine.
are
We're all
streaming
live
right
now.
Oh, guys are live. All right, cool. Wait, why is my model? Why is it not showing up?
Yeah, I was telling Chad about how bad of an influence I am.
Yeah, because I was like streaming Yakuza like all day today. Wait, it's not. Do I have to restart OBS?
What would you do that for?
Because
Oh,
the models aren't.
you know
showing up.
why? You know why you can't see the reactives?
What is that?
You were stolen.
He needs the streamer tag so he can leave and come back into this chat.
Oh, that's well. Wait, is that also why my reactive isn't showing up?
Yes.
No, well, your reactive showed up on my screen, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's on my
but on
screen
his
too.
end.
All everyone's looking
Did
at is
that
a
fix
dark
it?
screen.
Yeah, did that fix it?
Hold on. It doesn't seem like it. Hold on. Let me exit
Here,
the channel
just
quick.
try leaving and then return a different one. I'll try drag you back and see if it
Okay.
works. No, him
There's a
leaving,
chance
he
we have to
needs
pivot
to-
this. We might have to call. Did that fix it, Marlo?
Nah, I'm still in
All
the
right,
shadow realm.
I'm just gonna do the group call. Sorry, chat. Lack of planning. You know.
Oh,
okay.
If this call's collect, I'm not answering. I'm not paying.
But,
What do you mean you work at Microsoft and have a virus?
but your car's extended warranty. I need to tell you about it.
Has anyone ever? Is there videos of people following through on that? Like, how does that? That's a scam, right?
So.
Or do I actually get a warranty?
I don't,
No,
I
it's
don't
a scam.
think it.
They actually take your card information and then they laugh at you.
You know
Wait.
what's really funny? So,
Was that?
some people have been doing shit as of late to fuck with the bots, right? There is now a framework you can put into your own websites to create an infinite maze for scraper bots to get lost in. And they
Wait,
just
really?
they fall into the hole and all the links lead back to different pages. And then yeah, it's really
just
cool.
lost the
And then recently released, there is Kit Boga's been doing a thing with a security firm. He now has an army of AI call bots that can perfectly like react as if they're being scammed, and they'll just kind of flirt around, fuck with scammers a little, and not actually ever give them money. And they just target call centers, and they'll just take out a whole call center in one shot.
I love that for them.
Yeah, they just all call, they waste everybody's time, and then it just shuts down the call center for the day.
Woohoo!
I love that.
It's perfect. They've sampled enough voices to actually get it to run nice. They don't expect it. They don't, and they just take out scam centers super easy.
They never expect the scamming inquisition.
Oh wait, did you send a link for the group chat?
It sure is in this chat and this voice call that you're in right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see it now.
It is in here where we are.
The call is where the call is, you know?
It's
The
a
call is
murder.
coming from within the building. You know.
They're inside the house. They always have been.
Is it automatically turned on? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Oh
cool.
shit!
Alright, I see
Skip!
everyone.
No.
Skip.
Yeah,
Thank you, Skip. I appreciate it. You really don't have to
It's
though.
the guy. How you doing, Skip?
Skip will be joining us at some point tonight. He is currently busy.
Okay.
He's got things to do.
He's being a good friend.
Yeah. I'm just gonna jump
Speaking of being good
over to
friend,
wherever
Marlo,
Sad is.
where are you?
Oh, I'm logging in right now.
Wait, I've
Okay.
received a gift sub from. Skip. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for gifting me
Let's
a sub to the
go.
dreaded Moo. I appreciate it.
To the Moo.
Boom.
Moo stock is
I-
going through the roof.
I've changed your
27
still.
entire months. Let's go.
Wait, how does that work? Why did it say?
Wait.
So many. So many, I cry.
No. I'm trying to read that one name that got gifted stuff from Moose channel. The Japanese name.
You what?
If you look in the chat, one of the person got the gift sub to Moose channel is all katakana.
Oh, it is all Japanese. It is also all katakana. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, they fucking have parentheses during. God damn it.
Yeah, Twitch has an auto translate thing.
It auto translate. Yeah.
Oh, it auto. Okay, because I said I was like,
Sometimes those are
Oh,
meme
yeah.
names.
You got Egan again.
Okay, okay, I know who that is. Took me a hot second because I can't read Japanese in the slightest.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta study katakana tomorrow. I got like the only restriction now to move on to advance in my Japanese classes is you have to be able to read katakana fluently.
But what if you can only read hiragana?
I got it backwards. It is hiragana. Katakana. Wait, is it hiragana? Oh, I gotta look at the book because
It's
there's-
hiragana. Katakana is the stolen letters for the stolen language. Whenever they do imported language.
Yeah.
Words. You understand what I mean.
That was Skip's just busy.
Ah, yeah.
Marlo.
He's got
Like-
some stuff to do.
But I can take
Mhm.
it off.
Invite has been sent.
I'm gonna shut you up, Nightbog. You are chow chatty.
Imagine yapping on Twitch.
People are allowed to yap. Nightbot needs to take a chill.
Wait, is Sif getting hit with a dust storm right now?
Yeah.
And then I
He-
just put my pictures in there for reference.
Yeah. Sad also had 0 visibility earlier.
That shouldn't affect her, does it? I don't know. I've never been in a dust storm. I don't know how they work.
It
Well,
can
no, she's
affect a lot of
doing
things.
work during the dust
Oh!
storm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that probably keep her
Yeah,
busy.
you know, she does weather. So she's actually has shit she needs to do right now.
But also, dust storms do weird stuff to your internet and just your environment because they cause a lot of static electricity to build up. There'd be a whole lot of friction there.
I've heard tale of somebody during a dust storm. The static in the air was so strong they touched somebody and they got knocked on their ass.
God damn.
It can happen.
Oh, highly recommend Yakuza 2 now. That game is so fucking awesome.
I do maybe own that puzzle.
I'm caught up on all of my notifications.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my stuff.
What stuff?
Everything that Moo handed me.
Oh, good luck with that.
Okay, those gloves I don't need to use until 51. This hat, that hat's better. This
Okay, I can't
bow,
invite Marlo
this
to the
bow
party.
Stuff.
Wait, why not?
He's already been invited.
Marty's already invited.
I see.
Wait, am I? Hold on. Wait, I didn't get any notification.
You-
Wait.
I need to uninvite you and reinvite you.
I can't believe it. Oh, also,
I
Are
can't
you-
do either
are
of
you
Saturn.
in
those
PC?
actually.
Marlo,
What?
are you in PC?
I am.
Are you
yeah.
using keyboard or mouse?
There
go.
you are.
Yeah, I'm keyboard. Yeah, I just saw the invitation.
It was hiding.
I had to go searching for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I have done stuff. Where am I going? What am I doing? Who are we? Okay, I need to talk to these people.
Yeah, I think you are at the beginning of the act or something. So
We've done a little bit of Act 2 Cruel for him. He's just about the same point as Marlo is.
I
okay,
need to go to Trader's Passage. Where's Marlo?
Marlo
Wait,
has
why did I
done
not-
Trader's Passage.
Who am I jumping on? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, just yeah. You probably just spawned in the same place as us.
Are you guys in the caravan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm here.
No.
Okay, I'm
Wait, what?
going into Trader's Passage.
I say because I
I
just left the caravan.
I got summoned to jury duty today.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Ooh.
make sure whatever situation that person is in who's on trial, I'm gonna make sure they get on death row. It's always
What?
my dream to put someone on death row.
what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Marlo! Fuck's sakes, Marlo.
So you skipped out on a $25 bill. Hang him! I brought the rope with me.
Note to self: never go to wherever Marlo lives.
Cincinnati, we have strict rules about dining and dishing.
Well, we haven't seen Markiplier in a bit. Oh no.
Oh no! What'd you do to him, Marlo? Where is he?
Jury number 4, we are not allowed to do execution. Your job is to see if he's guilty, not for punishment. Fine. But can we at least make sure he gets the chair? Jury 4,
Just,
can you...
just a zap. Just a tickle.
I'll flip the switch myself. Okay, we need to dismiss this one.
Should I buy? No, I can't actually buy that. Never mind. Ignore me.
What?
And these aren't on sale anyway. I was gonna buy a stash tab, but I realized they're full price.
Either this weekend or next weekend.
Okay.
It hasn't been a stash tab sale in a while, so should be one this or next weekend.
Mhm.
All right, past the initial lag. There we go.
What if you tell a lag to leave though? Tell him it's not welcome here.
I want to be
Mm.
nice to a lag. He's a person, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
I
like
have-
it is.
I
Tell
have
the
more
lag
idiots
it's not
now.
welcome here. You have more idiots? Nice.
I have more
Yes.
idiots.
Did you swap to reavers?
So many
No,
things
I
I feel.
just got stronger. I
You guys
actually
are
did a whole
freezing
bunch
the
of endgame
fuck out of my
stuff.
stream. Hold on, I gotta try to fix this. It is freezing my stream so bad.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Like the game is
Oh.
fine, but the stream is like dropping.
the
The
frames.
game might have changed some settings on you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
go to your
refresh
graphics and put on like dynamic culling and turn down your texture and lighting quality and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's an update. They changed some shit.
Yeah, but it's weird because the OBS is capturing just fine, but when I look at Twitch, it is.
You
It
will
is
always have dropped frames with this game. There's no two ways about it.
Everything is saying excellent though. Here, I'll look at the graphics real quick just to be safe.
It's also worth noting if you're looking at your own Twitch feed is going to be like 30 seconds behind.
No, that I'm sure of, but no, this was legitly like chugging. It was bad. Options. Yeah, everything. Shadow quality isn't needed. Shadow quality can be low. Number of lights. We'll put that medium. Bloom is good. Water detail. Where the fuck is your water?
Only in the
No.
opening map.
It gives you a description when you hover your mouse over it, and it tells you like what kind of load you expect. Texture quality is the big one. If you turn textures down to medium, that's like your biggest hands down like improvement for your FPS.
All right, I'll do that. Ooh, that was a change. What is? Well, where is it? Transparency. What should the target frame rate be?
60. Don't go
60.
above 60.
All right, we'll hit this, and then I lowered the quality texture to medium, so that should be fine.
Yeah, I only hit like 50 to 60 frames fluctuating.
I thought what captures on OBS is what captures on stream.
What you're seeing on OBS is what's going to Twitch.
Yeah, but why? Because the OBS was running fine. It was the Twitch that was showing like.
It could just be
Crazy
your
pic-
video player and your browser acting up.
Well, that's true. It
Yeah.
did take a while to load, so maybe it wasn't that bad. Either way,
It could be acting up, or your resolution could be lowered because it's trying to save bandwidth.
Your Twitch on the bottom right should typically be telling you if your stream is actually fucking up on you.
Let me exit that. There you go. Okay. I heard a lot of big drops. Also, I know a lot of people in my city, so there's like a small chance that whoever I have to like, if they call me for jury duty, I might know the person on there, and if you like have any relationship with the suspect or whatever, they typically tell you to go home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bias is what they call it.
But what if I'm biased the other way? Like, what if they do bring my friend up there? I'm like, I always wanted to put that fucker behind bars. Put me in, judge.
I think they still do the same thing.
Yeah, the prosecution and the defense each get like a number of send homes effectively, so
Yeah.
No, I want to put it from me on bars too.
If you see him too pro or too against, it's like nope, goodbye.
So you're
too excited.
so you seem very eager to put this man behind bars.
You got
I
jury
literally
duty, bro,
never
I
get
wish you
selected for
could
jury
fly.
duty.
When I got
there
out,
was once.
oh, good.
I was in college. It was during my final exams. I got summoned for 2 different jury duties. I got state and city.
I didn't know that could happen.
Now, it did, or county and state. One of the two. I don't know. I got 2 different jury duty calls, and I called them both. It's like, hey, I got like finals. Can we not? Can you take me off the list? Would you be cool? The state was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then the city was like, no, we gotta do this, you know. I'm like, okay, cool. That jury duty, that jury got canceled, so I didn't have to do it anyway.
That's
Mm.
weird because if you're a student, at least in the state of Ohio, you can send them your class schedule and they will drop you.
see that
Yeah, they
makes
didn't give me
sense.
that option.
See, you
It's-
just,
it's not
go
practical.
in, you say all the wrong words on purpose, and then they'll just let you go. Now, let me tell all y'all about jury nullification. Judge is like, nope, get the fuck out.
Just show up with a straight out Compton t-shirt. Fuck the police! I'm straight from the underground. We want you
That-
there. Damn it!
The judge pulls an Uno reverse card. It's like, yes, you are actually on board. You said the right word. Good job.
Damn it!
This is
I'm
the
actually
second time I
against the
got called.
courts and all forms of authority. Nobody should ever be punished. All right, get the fuck out.
Judge, I'm a libertarian.
Fuck.
The judge is like, ooh, you know the law. You're staying.
Damn it!
I myself am a sovereign citizen. Thank you. You do not want me here. Oh God, no.
I got called. So when I was in the military, I was legally a resident of Texas. So then when I came back home to Ohio after I was done with the military, I was an Ohio resident. Well, I got jury duty for both states.
What?
Yeah.
How the fuck
Yeah,
do they
we-
expect you to show up for jury duty in Texas?
I can take you a step farther. Why the fuck did anyone not catch when they mailed me the jury duty for Texas that it was an Ohio address they mailed it to? You think someone would have been like, wait a minute? 'Cause I got it.
Someone wanted these doors to remain
I had to call. I had to call.
Hold a second. I need to level up real quick. I need to pull up my sheet.
You know, you hit them with the ultimate offer. Tell you what, I'll come if you cover my transit expenses.
Yeah, I had to call and be like, I live in Ohio. They're like, what? Like, yeah, I live in Ohio. And I think one of the reasons why they dropped me so fast because they didn't have me prove it. They were like, yeah, this letter went to Ohio. Wait a minute. Like, wait.
Why do
And
we do
then-
this? Why do we waste the money?
And then the one for Ohio, I literally got 2 jury duty summons from both states that I was in. And then Ohio let me go because I was at school. No, it was a unnecessary burden on my family because I wasn't driving at the time. And I explained the situation, so they dropped me again. And then fast forward a couple months when I started going to college, I got jury duty fucking again, but I sent them my school schedule and they dropped it. And then I don't know, it's been a couple years now. At this point, I just want to do it. I'm just like, fuck it. I even called my boss because they'll pay you. I think it's only $19 a day or maybe an hour. I forget how much they pay you. Because I was like, do you get compensated? Like, we'll give you $19 I think an hour. I hope it's an hour. But anyways.
Oh, make that jury deliberation last as long as possible. Sit there.
Is it a full day though?
I think it's a full day. I don't know how they're going to do it. But I looked at the time and I was like, I can do both. I can go to jury duty and go to work. Fuck it. And when I'm at work, I'll talk about the case.
All right, I'm
Man, you're
ready.
gonna be held in contempt so quick.
Fun story about that. When during the Casey Anthony trial, there was a juror who really did not want to be there. Like he didn't want to be there at all. So as soon as he got dismissed, he immediately went to the media, and then the judge brought him up. Was like, did you purposely do that so you wouldn't be in this trial? And he's like, yeah, I did. He paid his $300 fine and just went home.
He's like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out.
He's just some random dude who's just like, yeah, no, that's exactly why.
I did what I did. Don't at me.
So what if we do?
And now, unfortunately, she's on TikTok. You know.
Yeah, that didn't really go well for her. I started following her, which I'm waiting for. Someone made it their mission to out her followers, and I'm just waiting for that message.
Ooh.
Marlo's just sitting here on a landmine waiting for it to pop.
You would too.
I don't know. I think I have a good excuse. Like, look, you don't get money for the number of followers we have on TikTok. There's no one's gonna be dumb enough to give her a brand deal. Like, I don't know. I'm a true crime guy. Of course, I want to follow. I want to follow the official account. Like, free press. Yeah.
You get to make a Blue Sky post about you know, wow, these fucking randoms on TikTok are after me and I don't understand why. I have done nothing wrong ever.
Cough, cough.
Cough.
I need to go in a deep dive about her. I need to do I need to go back to my true crime streams now that I have like an actual bit better schedule, and go back on my deep dive because her case is fucking wild.
See, all I know is she fucked off, said she left the kid with somebody, and just kind of left it there.
So yeah, she left her kid. This is the crazy part. So, she had a DJ boyfriend that named Tommy Lazaro, and she was and she wanted to party basically, and so when the grandparents were like, "Hey, where's Kaylee? Where's Kaylee?" She said she lied to them and was like, "Oh, Kaylee's fine, whatever." When they finally figured out she wasn't fine, they asked Casey Anthony, and they actually called the cops. And Casey Anthony said she was with her nanny. Do you know what she named her nanny? This nanny never existed, by the way.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it was a stupid name and they gave them an abandoned address.
It is a name that should have tipped off the cops, because she called her nanny Zanny the nanny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So for those who don't know,
Okay.
Annie is a street name for Xanax. She was leaving clues because she was a compulsive liar, and she never thinks ahead. She never thought ahead. So when they asked her where she's at, I guarantee you she immediately came up with a lie right after, like Zanny the nanny. Why does she say Zanny? Because there is evidence that she was drugging her daughter with Xanax.
Mm.
But it's like, if you're like, as a cop, a detective, because they believed her lie for a while. They were putting as soon as she said, "Wait, she's with what now? Like, she's with who?" Zanny the nanny. Handcuffs immediately should have been put on her. Like, they would have been like,
yeah.
It's just like, and no one figured this out. Everyone's all lost and confused. But what really bothers me is how no one was calling it out at the time. It's like, I guess maybe, I don't know, this was 2008, 6, so maybe not everyone was like hit to the lingo or whatever, but it was a very common term for Xanax back in the day. I don't know. It's so stupid.
Kid with the good old, I couldn't have done anything wrong myself. They were totally kidnapped. Looks around, shifty eyes.
She, one of the crazy, I would not know. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's a couple of people I wouldn't know. I mean, it was the drug scene. I mean,
Even just like
police.
the fucking rhyming could have given you a fucking hint there as well, because that's an ass pull.
It gets even crazier. So they nicknamed the nanny Zanny the nanny, but when the cops asked for her real, like, when they asked for her real name, she said something Garcia, whatever. She said a weird name. It was, what the fuck was it? Something. It was a very Hispanic sounding name, and so people were like, "This is a very unique name." There is only 3 people alive in America at the time that had that name she gave. I'm trying to remember, I can't remember what it was, and one of them happened to live in Florida. And
Wow.
and it gets even crazier. It was in the same city that she was in. And so you
Oh,
think, or maybe she
no.
ran into this person, whatever. This person had no idea. They never met her. They never met. Yeah. So for years, people are like, "That's weird that she pulled out this name that only 3 people at that time had, and one lived in the city. Maybe she heard it somewhere." No. What happened is, when you look at the neighborhood where she lived in, if you combine 2 names from her block, like from the street that she lived by, if you combine those 2 names, they make the name she made up. And
Wow.
yeah, I forget what that movie was, but she basically looked at the 2 names of the neighborhood, made up the name. Also, the sad thing is, in between those streets was where they found Kaylee's body. It is fucking wild. It is a fucking wild case.
Wait, there was an actual body? It wasn't just a kid who starved to death locked in a house?
No, so the theory, as of right now, the theory that a lot of people believe what happened, it's crazy. So the idea is that Casey Anthony never wanted to be a mom. She wanted to be a party person. She was dating young DJs, and what happened, and I've seen it happen with some friends of mine too who had kids very early, where they would get jealous. They'd be like, "I kind of wish I was partying in my 20s. I wish I was out and about." But they're good people, and they're not going to do anything as horrible as what she did. So the theory is that she didn't want this life anymore. She's like, "Okay, I don't want to be a mom anymore. I need to do something about this kid." And so she slowly was giving her kid Xanax, like still slipping it in her food. When she was exhausted enough, then she put, like, when she passed out, then she taped over her mouth and just basically suffocated her and then dumped her in the woods. But here's the crazy thing. We know she suffocated her because she looked up foolproof suffocation on Google. Now here's why here's why she didn't get caught though. This is where it gets even crazier. She didn't get caught because she used Firefox. The cops were using Internet Explorer history, not Firefox history.
Oh, they didn't check all the browser.
Why would you?
It gets dumber.
All right.
It gets
Doesn't the
way dumber.
ISP have a log of that shit anyway? Like, they not
They did.
call?
So they did.
They
and
just not pull
they
her
didn't-
ISP data.
Oh no, it gets. This is. It's gonna get really stupid here. So what happened is, they because when you go to court, everyone has access to all the evidence, and
Yeah,
the
that's how the courts work. Yes.
yeah, the GOD or whatever, they had it. They had the Firefox search history, but they never gave it to the prosecution. And
They never
when,
submitted the
Huh?
Who the fuck?
no, they submitted it, but the prosecution never got it. And the DOJ's, this is their official response. They had it. So the first the prosecution says we didn't have it, and the DOJ, we did have it. You guys never asked for it.
What?
Yeah, because
Did they just not actually ask for the evidence, or are they being lied
You
to?
shouldn't
What
need
the
to
fuck?
ask for the evidence. The evidence should
supposed to,
just be
by law.
fucking provided.
by law they're supposed to, especially when it makes it to the trial, because police had this evidence, the defense had this evidence, but the prosecution never asked for it. And the reason they never asked for it is because they were so sure that this was a slam dunk case. Because keep in mind, Casey Anthony was being held for 2 years before her case hit, and over again, everyone was like, "She's going to jail. She's going to jail." They got too confident, and they didn't do their due diligence. And what's even worse is that her defense lawyer, just in his book, he wrote a book years later, and in his book he says,
Of course you wrote about.
every day he was waiting for it. Every day he was like, when are they going to hit me? When is it going to hit me? When is it going to hit me? Because he didn't have a defense for it. And he even said, he's like, if this evidence came up, she would be dead right now. Like, she would be on death row. Because the fucking prosecution didn't ask for it. That's how
This was another example of law enforcement just being so over themselves, so horribly sure of themselves that they didn't put forth any effort.
it is such a ridiculous. I think it falls more on the prosecution because like they did.
Which way, Marlo?
I'm away.
Okay.
Somebody looked this up. Someone found this and took it to where it's supposed to be. Just no one picked it up. No one fucking asked for it. And it was
just there. There's a register of evidence, and they just didn't fucking look at it.
The prosecution thought that no one saw Jeff Byers coming. That was Casey Anthony's lawyer. Everyone thought Jeff Byers was over his head. Everyone thought, like, all right, it's a shadow strike. But the problem is Jeff Byers was a fucking good lawyer that nobody saw, that no one expected this level of competence from. And Jeff Byers was able to do a lot of shady stuff. His own detectives that he hired, his personal detectives, like came out like years later and talked about how they came up with the pool plan about just saying that she drowned in a pool and that the dad was the one who covered it up. Her dad's also a spineless piece of shit. Like, her dad regrets helping her now, but it's like he did so much. He could have easily put her behind bars. Shield.
Wait. So the defense was lying for their client? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why.
Isn't that illegal?
If you can prove it.
I guess, yeah. Don't get caught. It's not illegal.
But we do know that's what happened because that's where the molestation stuff came up too. Because the defense said that Casey Anthony was molested by her brother and dad, but that never happened. In fact, the judge even dismissed the evidence at the end of the trial because they're like, you didn't bring up any evidence for it. You just said it. Her dad too. They told her dad what they were gonna do the day before they did it, and they were like, we're gonna accuse you of molesting your daughter, and you need to stay there stone faced. You can't have any reaction.
What in the fuck?
Yeah, like I said, wild case.
Man, you pull that shit these days, that'd be a wildly different case.
I don't know though. Like, I feel like
we have much better foolproofing nowadays. You wouldn't get away with that.
Yeah, but keep in mind, the only reason she got away with it was human error. It was literally the prosecution not bringing up the search history. That can still happen. That is human incompetence.
Yeah.
I can't think of a trial that was a recent trial in the past like 5 years. I was fucked up like this one. I'm trying to think, but because it's kind of like an OJ situation too. But OJ also had a lot of political stuff, and there was literally people in the juror that said like they will not, like, openly said they weren't going to convict him.
Yeah. Yeah, the OJ trial had a lot of nuance going for it.
My favorite, if you ever watch, I highly recommend watching the video of when they pronounce him innocent because even he looks surprised. He's like, wait, what?
What?
It's like, you're serious?
His fucking lawyer's jackass defense worked? What?
One more thing about Case Sandy though. So this is another just weird moment of the trial. This was before the trial. So she used to work at Nickelodeon Studios. I forget what she did, but she told people she was a coordinator, which she wasn't. So when the cops were like, hey, we need to go to your work or whatever, for some reason she said there was some evidence at work. And so the cops said, all right, let's go to your office. She didn't have an office. She was unemployed, but she took the cops to Nickelodeon Studios, and she was just wandering the offices with a bunch of cops, saying hi to people who had no idea who she was. She was like, hey, what's up? Oh, this is a cool place. Yeah, we hang out here. She never been to that office. She was fucking gasless to a bunch of police department until finally she took a turn and ended up at a dead end. And she looked at the cops and she was like, yeah, I don't work here.
I do know this. I remember the story now. Yeah. Jeez.
Great fucking case. I also had a friend who worked at dispatcher in her town, and he told me a bunch of shit too about just tons of misconduct. That was another thing too.
Speaking of misconduct, so yeah, if anybody asks, you all totally work at Twitter, right?
Oh yeah,
that's been going around. It's the
again.
Circuit City thing all over again.
That's what I was
Musk
thinking
doesn't know
too,
who works for his fucking company. There's no HR department. You can just say you've worked at Twitter.
Yeah, that was found out because of that Sweden dude who was like, well, I'm pretty sure you're going to get worker, and then some people had to come like, hey, he actually works here.
They just cover each other's asses. They're like, yeah, no, see, I worked with them, yeah.
Can't prove you didn't.
Yeah, I was totally HR. Don't mind me. Apply for some random online content moderation job. Yeah, I was a moderator for Twitter. I mean, they didn't quite lay me off. They just forgot I was there and never paid me for like a year. But you know, I was there.
Did you hear so when he was doing all the firings, he basically had his engineer department from Tesla decide who keeps their job and who doesn't.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there were engineers deciding. This entire decade is a sign why it's important to take humanities. Like, it's a bunch of tech bros and a bunch of these STEM guys who never took a humanities class and who are like, we're trying to figure stuff out that we figured out years ago, and they're like, yeah, this is the right way to do things. Like, this is the most efficient way. What's the ideology? There's a certain ideology that a lot of these fuckers ascribe to that's stupid as fuck, but it's like, yeah,
technocracy.
Yeah. Well, technocracy, and there's one that has the word logic or something to it. I've been doing some rabbit holes involving the Zen cult that came out of these people, and yeah, it's because none of these fuckers took philosophy or like took any humanities, so they have no idea. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
You ready, Sad?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, you hear the latest Twitter news?
What's that?
No.
Twitter shareholders are suing Musk. They want him to pay out $44 billion.
Oh.
Yeah.
That much though.
It
could have been.
The shareholders are suing him. Hey, motherfucker.
That's a weird case because Twitter was
making a call on the loan.
Not yet.
No,
the
not
call
yet,
on the loan. That Tesla stock
that will happen shortly after, though.
Tesla stock has to fall to 130 for them to call the loan in. No, but Twitter has never been
Musk
profitable
loses
though.
the Twitter showcase, he's got to sell something to get the money.
Starlink
sell Twitter.
I mean, he might just lose Twitter to the bank.
Yeah.
Because
Who buys Twitter then?
If Tesla falls, because Tesla is what So because the bank didn't want Twitter. Nobody wanted Twitter. Twitter hasn't been profitable since it was founded. So he bet Tesla stock behind it. That's how he got the loan.
Oh, I heard something amazing. Did you know the only Tesla Elon actually had anything to do with designing was the Cybertruck?
Yeah, no, that was obvious. No, yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
like, no. See, he bought up this company, and like nobody talks about it. The founders are all hush hush about it. He hasn't done a damn thing for that fucking company except for make the fucking swastika.
The crazy thing is too.
Swastika. Oh my god.
The crazy thing is,
I
it's
love
one of the
that.
only it's one of the only tech companies in the top 10 where the executives keep selling their own stock. Like every time they get paid in stock, they immediately sell it. Unlike the other companies, which they typically buy in a lot more. So yeah.
Yeah, because typically you have confidence in your product and you want it to do better. Who
They
would
have no
guess?
confidence in their product. They're just
No.
waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Also, there's something to get a tamper down on. Like, Elon's not going to go broke. Elon's going to be rich until he dies. He might not be the richest man anymore, but this idea that he's going to go fully broke is silly. Like, it's
Yeah,
he
he's
still
gonna be
has
hurting
access to
though.
mines. Oh, I saw his interviews. He was crying.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's. I think it's just somebody pulling everyone's leg. But there's a rumor going around that Marco Rubio walked in on Elon Musk cuddled up on Trump's lap.
He's a weird
Like,
dude. I
what
can
the
see that.
fuck?
Wasn't it supposedly like they leaked his text, Marco Rubio's text or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's bullshit. But if it did happen,
Probably.
holy fuck.
That'd be quite silly, but who knows?
I'm glad our generation has a Nixon. It's not as funny as Nixon yet. Nixon's term was wild. He drank. I mean, Trump doesn't drink, but Nixon drank vodka and ate pineapples all day, which was really weird. That dude was wasted 24/7. He was so wasted that the Secretary of Defense had to have a what's it called? Basically a plan in case he wanted to press the nukes again, because he kept making it like we could just nuke him. It was like a contingency. His office had to have a contingency plan.
How to deal with the president's drunk ass wanting to nuke Russia? Like,
Guys, we could
go
just
to
nuke 'em.
Macedon Badlands first.
yeah. Yeah, leave the Valley Titans for last because we do the relic thing again.
One of my favorite Nixon stories is he got drunk one time and left the White House, and just started wandering in an area full of protesters. And there was one hippie protester, very hippie looking dude, who was passed out on the side of a sidewalk. And Nixon walks up to him and says, hey, do you really think I'm a bad guy? And the dude wakes up and is like, is that fucking Nixon? He's like, what the fuck?
Nixon's drunk, sad ass. Just like, am I really that bad? Fuck
Can you
it.
imagine if you were the dude though? You're just some like hippie protester and you wake up to Nixon standing over you.
Fuck him.
You're just like, what the? Oh, I did too much drugs.
Oh, Moo wants us to port to him. Apparently there's nothing in this half of the map. Wait,
Gotcha.
isn't the relic in this half of the map?
It can be anywhere, basically, in this section of the game.
Okay. Yeah, we could skip this map if you guys want.
All right, we get. It's up to you guys. I'll follow you guys.
That's fine. Report.
Orf.
It's the
Pork, pork,
XP difference really doesn't
Arr,
matter
arr,
once you hit
arr.
mapping, because you'll just level up very rapidly to make up the difference to mapping.
There's only like 6 levels between this act and the next, so
Yeah.
you get more XP when you're lower level than the area too.
Ooh, piss boy.
Fuck it.
Oh shit. Wait, how's the loot set up? I feel like the loot is just.
Yeah, I feel like that's not short allocated.
Yeah, that's definitely
Oh,
not. No, it's
you know.
free for all right now.
Sorry, that's my
I was
bad. I had it on short when I was running yesterday.
That makes sense. I was like, huh, well, how am I able to grab all?
Or free, I mean.
Ooh.
Mm-mm. That leveled up. Nice. Yeah, you're at the same point in the Marlowe as in the story as Marlowe.
Ooh,
Hey,
You're at the same point in the Marlowe. You're at the same point in the story as Marlowe, but Marlowe's 7 levels ahead of you.
I can't believe we're pulling an Odysseus and just making a giant raccoon as an offering.
Mm.
The raccoon paper mache we gotta burn to sacrifice.
We roll the Trojan Marlowe into town, and nobody will suspect what comes next.
Did you hear what happened in Wisconsin?
No.
Since we're on the
What
subject.
happened?
Happened in Wisconsin.
So Wisconsin, there was a Republican senator or whatever, I forget what his position. Who would propose a bill that would automatically put people in psych wards for what they call Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh,
In the-
yes, I
I
know the
heard
story.
whisperings
Yeah.
of that.
The same day he posted the bill, he was arrested for soliciting sex from a minor. He
What
was
the-
caught in a bus. Yeah, the same
Yeah.
fucking day he proposed the bill. They caught him.
Wow.
He was arrested like shortly after his he got
Really
off of
showing
the
his
force.
party's colors.
The cops just took him in too. Like apparently he showed up to meet a 16-year-old and they arrested his ass immediately, which means Wisconsin is about to get another special election, which so far the special elections have not been going well for them. So we'll
Yes,
see
man.
how this goes.
Mm. Oh, it's gonna be so funny. Someone fucking was it Chris Hansen? Jim Hansen's his ass. No, Jim Henson's the puppeteer.
I always thought about this. Like, if you're in that situation, you're a cop or something, and you get like a politician showing up, like, I don't think you recognize them. Like, I wouldn't. As much as I follow politics, I can't put faces to names. Like, if I like the big ones, yeah,
I
but like,
barely put names to names.
well, yeah, I wouldn't know I got a big fish like that until after everything is said and done.
Ooh.
So,
Relic.
touch it.
I have grabbed it. I hold it.
Did you get the relic,
I
Marlo?
caress it.
what's that?
You got the relic, Marlo?
I don't think so. Hold on. Where's that?
It was on the floor
Uh,
over here. I picked it
Th-
up.
There's a chance we already turned in the relic for you.
We
Something.
might have.
Well, it's advanced. Oh, it's just fucking Fox Shade.
Are you
I do
on
like how
this
what's your name
quest,
from Florida
Marlo?
disappeared.
Yeah, what's your quest, Marlo?
That's a good question. I have no idea. I've been following you guys. I'll take a look here in a sec.
What's it say in the top right?
Travel to Trader's Passage. Travel to use a desert map to travel to Dasher. Dasher.
Okay, yeah,
Sure, okay.
then you're past the horn. Okay.
All right, cool.
Hi, Thermo. That's a lot of orb.
Hey there, Mo.
Hermo.
Yeah, that's a lot of orbs. Yeah, the drop rate of orbs goes through the roof. My
Is
exalt.
it? I was gonna say, is it just based off of party size?
Yeah. Also, later level enemies drop more loot. It's even better once you hit mapping, because all you're doing is killing shit for XP and loot. There is no story to progress. You're just there to kill.
I mean, there is a story. There's just a lot of mapping in between the story.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's very important that you don't die once you hit level
So that's
70.
the thing where if you die for reals.
No. Once you hit 70, if you die, you start losing XP.
Wait,
The
really?
higher level you are, the more XP you lose.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand now. I understand the memes.
Yeah, there's a viewer who was chilling out with me and Moo on his stream. Was it Friday? Someday. Might have been Wednesday. They were like 95 or something. We died horribly. They probably lost half a level.
Do you still keep the points you have in your passive sphere though?
Yeah,
You can't
don't lose-
D-level.
Yeah, you can't D-level, but you
okay.
can lose your progress into a level.
And once you hit 90 especially, it takes a long time to level up.
Yeah.
Like I'm
It is
92 now, and it took me like a week of actually
It
like
is
sitting down and
hours.
grinding.
Days of grinding straight. And you could die and lose 8 hours of progress.
God damn.
Yeah, survivability of your build is more important than damage at points.
God, it makes Elon's build a lot more impressive.
Fucking casually paid a dude to no life for fucking 95, 99, fucking plays with it on his own during a meeting, kills it.
Oh, you have no idea how hard I laughed when I watched that video.
People in global chat see the death message. Everyone point and laugh, you know.
Oh shit, I got slurped in.
You got slurped.
Listen, there's an ad. Hey y'all, are you having a good time? If you enjoy what you're seeing and you don't want to see ads, you can press funny subscribe button, or you can enjoy and see us in 3 minutes.
Or you can join the revolution where we take down the capitalist system together as one unit. I'll send everyone
Or you can
brochures
play
later.
for Twitch Turbo, and
You know, Marlo, you
never
certainly
worry about
earned your
ads again.
political tag.
Ah shit, I need to. Did I pick
Oh
that up?
shit! What is that? Oh, it's a shield.
Power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs
I
the
take the
shield?
Yeah.
Peculiar but powerful.
It's flasks. It is a flask armor. 50% chance not to consume flasks. Fuck you.
Every fucking time we get rare gear, it's always shitty.
Yeah, everything that we dropped was kind of not great. There's
That's
an
silly.
entirely different tier of fucking uniques we'll start finding in mapping. Like, you start getting non-leveling uniques that are just actually valuable. Oh yeah, Moo has some fucky armor at some point that he might try to slot into some people.
Maybe.
Or were you able to get it to sell?
No, but just to give you an example there, Marlo, this is what an actual... This is what, like, endgame uniques look like.
Oh, let me get the box. Oh shit. Okay, that
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that armor is, Armor was a good drop. That's like, what? Fucking 20 divine?
I
divine?
think that one was like 10 to
10.
20. It didn't roll the 5th socket, which is the big thing.
Yeah.
So you're doing the 3 parts of the horn, right, Sad?
Yes.
So next one is the sand pit.
Just give me a slot. I just want a slot for the belt. What do I need to roll for this thing?
It is literally just a random affix that adds a slot.
Yeah.
Not currency.
I have
exchange.
not seen a single dual slot belt myself either.
I have. Actually, what level are you, Marlo? I might have a belt you can just wear.
57.
Yes, this will be this. I guarantee you, this will be better than whatever the hell you're wearing.
Where are you? Oh, yeah, except trade.
Oh, what should I do with these 3 Din Barya
Okay,
points?
so
Put
we
them
can
in your
use
stash
those
and
to-
save them.
Yeah, save
Okay.
them. We can use those to run trials and all, but like, you're looking for one that says you can get ascendancy points off of it.
Yeah, I have
And
the
that's-
Balbaya's Barya.
Oh, you got one already. Damn. All right.
Yeah, I've had one for a couple of weeks now.
Wait, did you
I
never
wasn't
run
sure
your
what to do with
initial
it.
trial?
I did the first one.
You did the first one. Okay.
Yeah,
you
he's
have
done his
another one that
basic
will give you-
ascendancy.
Okay. Oh, you must have got a really lucky drop. They've gotten one that'll get you your next set of ascendancies that early.
Yeah, I got it when we did the big train one with the angry people.
Okay.
Moo, this only has 1 slot. It's better though.
Yeah, no, don't worry about extra charm slots. Like it's much better to just have a belt with high resistances on it than try to slot in charms to fix resistances that are low anyways.
Gotcha. Yeah, sell this thing.
Oh, is that the purpose of belts?
Yeah, belts are stat sticks. The charm slots are just a random extra. Back in PoE 1, you used to have 4 flasks instead of 2, and you had a utility flask for you to put into any of the slots. So you could just straight up not roll with health flask. You could just straight up have speed,
Marlo?
resistances.
Yep.
You link me your rings and amulet.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, Sad, if you want, we can go start on the next map for you. Well, they figure out his gear real quick.
God damn it. There we go. Party chat. Nah, fuck it, let's go trade. Let's see.
No, Crown of Stones, no. Sea of the Seven Water.
I keep pressing the wrong thing.
I'm pretty sure you need to go to Keith.
Yeah, that's the one that goes to Keith.
It's
Yeah,
shift
okay.
clicked, right?
Cat.
Control Alt click.
See, it might be Kath, but I just call it Keith.
Yeah. Control plus Alt. Left click.
Alright, that's what I got right now.
Okay, I gave you that. That's good. That's
You can.
Uh,
Oh, you
yeah,
ended,
it's like-
you ended up on a different instance than me. Oh no, there you are.
Yeah, it's you just load in. While loading, it doesn't count me as in your instance until I am. All right, let's roll.
do you need int at all, Marlo?
Int.
Yeah, for your build.
I don't know if
so.
Mario's
I-
actually
I-
running a build. He's just free falling.
That is actually what it is right now. I don't got a build. If you look at my map, if you look at my like fucking tree, it is all over the place. Someday I'll look up a build. That day's not today.
Yeah, we might end up worrying about Marlo's resistances later. Or just his defensive nodes.
Guess I don't really know what to give you if you aren't using.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up build later. I'm good right now. I'm doing enough damage as I need. I'm not dying, so that's good.
Yeah, those aren't horrible. The amulet's probably the weakest one, but you need at least a few levels before there's an amulet I have that's good enough to replace it.
Yeah, once you hit 60, the tier of shit you can equip is significantly better. And then again at 70 and 75, just the shit you can start to equip is just better.
Oh. I found my relic.
Nice.
You get your relic. Did you find the?
Optional boss yet? No.
Yeah.
She is
Was
somewhere
it
on this
next to
map.
that checkpoint over there?
No, I think that was just the middle of the map checkpoint. We go check. Right, I'm pretty sure those are walls surrounding that checkpoint. We're looking for like an open pit.
Yeah, I remember when we found that one.
Nursing.
Big schnick. Ooh.
There's a quarter staff.
Is that the? Yes, it is. That's actually a good unique, especially if anybody plans to level a monk or a fighter.
Which one is this? 10 increased
the
weapon
pillar.
damage per 5 strength. Oh, this is stat stick.
That's the
Stats
pillar of the caged god. That's actually Cat's using that right now.
All right, let's go. Fuck her up.
It has its health bar. Destroy it.
What if health was less healthy?
It's not healthy to have that much health.
Yeah.
Alright, now we can fucking bounce to the next waypoint, because we don't need to be on this map anymore.
Tasty passives.
Oh, did you level?
I leveled, yeah,
Oh.
I leveled and then I got a free book with stuff.
Okay.
Mhm.
No, we can go right to the shrines, actually.
There's the jeweled beetle to fight.
That's in the shrines.
Oh, okay. I don't know if the shrine's just the third map.
Weird. Okay.
Alright.
Guarded sarcophagus, Elemental is in the buried shrines. Yeah.
Marlo's loading in? Alright, let's roll.
I'm just jumping around trying to follow you guys. Like, where are you guys going?
Boing,
They
boing,
went so
boing.
fast away.
360.
That one song, I ran so far away. Couldn't get away.
Couldn't get away, couldn't get away.
My favorite thing about Grand Theft Auto Vice City is that it came out when I was like, I think I was in middle school or whatever, and just all these kids listening to 80s music was pretty funny. These 2000 kids listen to 80s.
Well, it's the same phenomenon as like people listening to or playing Fallout and listening to 50s music.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Tune your radio in, you're listening to old ass fucking tunes. Yeah, you know.
The only weird song that Fallout had was the Cannibal song, hacking and slashing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird 50 songs, like a lot of them about like hardcore sex and shit.
Wasn't the Cannibal song in New
sporting.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Probably a reason. Looked at the New Vegas Cannibal cult. Probably a reason.
Nah. This baby.
Got
That's a divine for Marlo. Fuck.
Ashen staff.
Is there
That's
staff
just a
here?
fire staff. I have one if somebody wants to put it in their stash.
Alright, I'm taking it.
It's just a leveling. It doesn't do anything good for me. Yeah, those divine orbs are worth like 500 plus X's now, so.
God damn.
They're
Yeah,
down to
you-
like 300 actually.
Oh, okay, well shit. Wait,
They
we
bounce
didn't
around
find
a
the
lot.
we didn't find the beetle.
The beetle doesn't give permanent bonuses.
Oh, okay, whatever.
I was mortal then. I was weak.
Oh, this fucker.
Yeah. Remember when this fucker did our shit in?
This fucker kicked her ass. We kept on trying to keep them from like knocking
Sad.
the fire down.
Died.
And now my character has a 107% total fire resist. So, you know, I'm doing pretty good here. Moo helped me fix my resist.
We just froze the fuck out of him.
That took me a second because I didn't have a health bar for him until he unfroze. So I wasn't doing any damage to him.
Oh, you were. It doesn't show his health bar. Or sorry, he's hittable before his health bar shows up.
Oh.
And then he blinks into existence and oh, he's dead.
I can fix this. Give me like some
Some essence.
a thread needle. Give me a sewing kit. I can fix this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you both have to go do the thing real quick. Like everybody has to click it to get it to work for Sad.
By your request.
What?
Were you able to burn the goddess at?
No.
You need to do the thing to actually get your quest progress.
I know.
You might need
but
you might need Marlowe
the
to press
thing-
the button.
Oh. All right. Apparently, I could just click her.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, my quest marker's still on the fire thing over there, but
Ignore
I was still
that.
able to fire her.
That's
Alright.
always been broken. I think the devs are aware of it. It breaks extra
Yay.
hard.
We can't fix
Yeah,
it. No.
The Act X cruel shit, a lot of these quests break really hard.
Can we
They have to do with
fix it?
internal flagging, and technically you already have the internal flag. Alright, moves in the Valley Titans. So we don't have to
Wait,
be
the
here.
fuck?
We can just teleport.
Oh, I didn't identify it yet.
Yeah. It's a nice staff for leveling. It's just, it doesn't really do enough to justify its use.
It's level 52 one.
Okay, so this is a straight up fire staff. It doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah, it's good. It casts magic while you're casting magic. So if you cast the spell, it casts Fire Fuselage. If you actively cast Fire Fuselage, you can double its DPS with that staff. Because it too casts Fire Fuselage. But it's also notable it casts its own version, which you would also need to put gems into that you can't put into your main skill. So. But yeah.
Guys, so the tone shift from going from Yakuza to this.
No.
Waiting for Sad, and Sad can put his stuff into the thing, and then we can leave. What's my choice? Charm, yeah, whatever. You know, I'll swap to increase life recovery from Flask, sure, whatever. But the charm slot, they just don't fucking matter. They really
Are there
don't.
any special uniques you need, by the way, Egan?
Not that I know of. I have not looked through all of the uniques in the game.
Are you doing the Archmage build?
I'm currently doing Archmage. I'm probably not going to swap because Lightning's just better than the other options I've tried. But I haven't tried Cold yet. Or I guess I haven't tried Chain Fireball either. But I mean, Arc's pretty nice. The Spark's pretty nice. Arc's pretty nice. That all feels good. That...
What? I'm putting my shit away real quick.
Okay.
My collection of rings, they grow.
Marlowe's just AFK running around the map killing shit.
Yeah, I'm almost where you guys at. I'm making fun of the same pot shots at things.
But did you teleport to the waypoint?
I think I did.
Alright. I finished now. I go
Oh,
over to you.
Sad also teleported all the fuck the way over there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put down a
This is
portal.
where-
If you go back to town, you can take my portal here. That way you don't have to walk through the entire map to figure out where the fuck you are.
And you
What do you
can
mean? The
hand
map
your
is supposed
relic
to
in.
though.
Was that Marlo?
Oh, the map's really safe though.
Yeah. I mean, Marlo's already done this. He's on to the next map.
There's egg.
Yeah.
Ding.
Oh. I guess recovery flask, I guess. Good luck. Boop boop. Do we need to do other what else do we need to do here? Does
We
murder
only need
things?
open up the door to the next area, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, all the funny little pyres with the things and stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think we can teleport past it because you have to technically progress the quest.
For the sake of trying, I'll be right back.
Hmm.
Moo's abandoned us.
You have been forsaken by Moo.
He has forsaken all.
Moo has gone where new Moo has gone before.
Yeah, Stat, see if you can teleport to Moo. Or see a gray circle.
Hey, look, I brought the
I
trouble
see a
here.
gray circle.
Yeah, that means you need to progress it before you can go to him.
Okay,
Yeah,
worth a shot.
it is what it is.
We have confirmed.
Hey, Marlo leveled up again.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was staying in the fight. I was like inches away from it.
I'm running out of mana real quickly.
Yeah, you hit that point where as your skills level, they cost more mana to cast. If you're not keeping up with that, it kind of hurts. I have a new funny skill in my arsenal.
Yeah.
Whenever I get hit, my health reserves an amount of health to instantly heal me. So things that should insta-kill me instead don't, and then I just very quickly start to regenerate health again. It's great. They just stand in these here tornadoes and just not die.
I thought I was being smart, but apparently I went the completely opposite direction of the rest of you.
We haven't found a single statue.
We found
We
a
found
statue.
one. We found one.
We were looking. We were about to give up hope.
Dude,
and then-
we just needed Egan to, say the funny words.
Yeah.
Summon the statue to us.
Hey guys, look, it's over there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a circle. Yeah, we have to circle the map to go look for the stuff.
Every
And
circle
once we hit
becomes
all the
square.
seals, we can leave. Gotta club the seals. You know.
Can't wait
Is
to
this
do that.
Ark?
We're stream together. We just club seals.
Arc server?
Yeah, good. Get a group together and start playing Ark and see where that takes us. Let's hear what
Okay,
Andrew-
there's the way down.
See, you just can't do an Arc public server because people who don't have lives will just instantly server hop to snipe your base.
That was a stupid function. I don't know. That's what chased a lot of
Yeah.
people away from the game. That was so
yeah,
dumb.
it's like, hey, you know all of your progress? Yeah, you can just take that into another server and go wipe out the entire server.
It was another thing that like, 'cause I remember that like they would come teleport in and just fucking they will clog the server account so you couldn't log into the server and then just start wiping and then they'll grab the resources and go back to their home server.
I feel like part of it
What?
was they did that on public servers to promote the next map to wipe everybody so that they'd be willing to buy the new DLC and go play on the next map.
I thought they did this after the DLC because I remember when I had that group of friends that played a lot of survival games, like it was, I mean, Minecraft, something in between, like 2 games between it, then Ark, and then Darker Than Light, and then the epitome, like the ultimate one was Atlas, where we stood our ground against the Chinese player base.
Hmm.
The furry MMO?
No, not that one. There was another game
No,
called
not
Atlas.
that Atlas.
Yeah. I forgot they called the furry MMO Atlas too.
So,
The slightly worse
oh hey,
Atlas.
we got the last seal. We're good. So Atlas was it's Ark, but they took the Ark code base and then they just made a fucking pirate game. So it's Ark, but you live on a boat.
Well,
or if you
there's
live on an
islands.
island, you sail
Yeah.
around on boats.
Well, the big thing
And
about
every
it too was-
island's like its own server shard. So you
Yeah.
just took all your best shit, server shard to server shard, and killed people.
So, unfortunately, the game didn't work exactly that way because there's only 2 servers, a PvE server and a PvP server. The game became kind of like Eve, where there was a lot of politics in it. Typically between the American players and the Chinese players, and then later other factions started breaking off.
This is knowledge.
Eve factions got wild, but also a lot of the Eve faction gameplay was completely ruined by one of the devs being a member of a faction and helping them out. You know.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Oh, that sucks.
So, from the 6-hour Eve documentary, which is a thing, by the way, Frederick Knutson's a fucking legend. The first, when CCP, is that the company name? Or is it CSP? I think it's CCP. When they dropped the big update that added larger than capital class ships, they added dreadnoughts. They added these huge, massive siege ships, right? The first one ever built was coveted by a faction. They were going to use it to absolutely wipe out another faction base. They hit it super deep into deep space and had it under guard, right?
Yeah.
Very suddenly, a ship appears next to it and vanishes.
What?
Yeah, around that time, a member of a rival faction got accepted into the dev team. He teleported to the dreadnought and then instantly teleported out.
Wait, is that actually what happened?
Yeah.
Because I remember
He went to a hidden ship off in the middle of deep space that nobody was supposed to know where it was to tell his entire faction where to find it.
Yeah, but that
and then
started...
his entire faction went to go wipe out the ship while this pilot was offline.
But that was the battle, because I remember that battle. That battle lasted for a long time because they tried to defend it. Like that actually led to one of the biggest battles in Eve history, didn't it?
Yes, but it doesn't really matter because one of the things cheated. Or
No, that I understand. You got a raid, Seth.
Well,
Yeah, Seth, you got a big raid.
Hey,
how you doing,
Raiders.
today? How you doing, Raiders?
Oh, there.
Welcome in. My name is Stack Composition. We're here today playing some Path of Exile 2. I want to say Chaos, but that's not correct. Egan, what are we doing?
We're getting sad to mapping. Sad will soon be at endgame mapping.
Hello.
Yeah. We're
being
doing
judged
cruel.
with different colored health bars.
Whispering. Hello.
What's up,
I know you.
Hello,
points.
welcome to
in.
Raiders.
Hope you guys
We're
had a
also
good stream.
talking
What are
about
you guys
Eve.
up to? We are talking about Eve. I am excitedly listening to knowledge about Eve because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. The battle to protect
cool, nice.
the dreadnought was Oh, Alroy. Hey, we know that nerd.
Hi,
You heard
Elroy.
of that nerd. Welcome in. You're playing Monster
Lots
Hunter
of
2
stories?
for the third time? Nice. Hell yeah. That sounds fun. Well, if you need to go get some water, get some food, do what you gotta do, please go ahead and do so. We're gonna be here being a little silly. So thanks very much for stopping by and vibing. We're just gonna be here murdering stuff. But hope you have a good evening, a good time.
Yeah, have a good night.
No, definitely get to sleep. It is late, I understand.
Clunk.
Badly. That's funny. I don't know if you intended that to be a funny, but I find that funny. But yeah, get some rain.
the huge battle for the dreadnought, the pilot was offline for it. The
So-
pilot was asleep.
So okay, so what I remember before it was found out that was a dev involved. The official story that I remember hearing at that time period was that they put all the blame on the pilot because someone said he was driving the ship, they had it parked in no space, and then another ship happened quote unquote to find it, and that's when it started. Like it was all circumstances from the official story from I remember back then. Like a lot of people put the blame on the pilot, said that the pilot stalled out and wasn't supposed to be there or some shit like that.
People didn't know about the dev yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's evidence too. But yeah, the dev appeared, the dev left, and the dev told everybody the exact coordinates of where to find the dreadnought for that fight.
God damn, I didn't know that was the
If
full
they
story.
didn't do that, that fight would have happened at another faction's like base. And there's a good chance that faction would have lost their main base.
See, the funniest part about that for me was I was in trade school, and there was one of my classmates trying to convince me to play Eve while that was going on live.
While the massive battle was happening, damn.
It was quite the spectacle to watch, but when I looked at the time investment for it, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, Eve has a lot it asks from you as a player.
It does. But also, like, there's actually a real money currency. Like, you can compare it to actual, like, real world currency, and I think, didn't it hit over
Yeah,
like
you
$1
could
million
convert it
of
around.
ships were lost?
Millions.
Millions?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of money involved in some of those big fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of money.
Yeah, because it was one of the first games you could buy game time in it with the game currency. Because I think, well, maybe WoW was first.
Well, I mean, WoW had a subscription, yes, but Eve you could just sink money into.
No, but I mean, like, the subscription could be paid for by in-game currency if you had enough.
Yes.
But the amount was, like, crazy. Like, a lot of people weren't going to be doing that.
Also, those big ships, you didn't buy those big ships. Your faction crafted those big ships. That was the first dreadnought out of the dry dock. Like the first time you dragged to 40k conversation. Yeah, it was
Basically, yeah.
wild. It was a huge event. It was massive. Everyone was all over it. A lot of people got involved. But yeah, the background behind it was, yeah, no, one of the devs peeked where it was. So I believe the faction that lost the dreadnought actually took evidence to the devs and got the free dreadnought back. But by then, other factions already had their dreadnoughts. So by then, all the other factions had caught up. They lost their strategic advantage.
Yeah, they lost the arms race effectively.
Yeah.
Another great story from Eve is when one of the major corporations got infiltrated by a rival corporation, and basically
there's so
somehow
much
got
spying.
all the way to the fucking. I think he was the head of the like the head of their accounting department, and just robbed them blind, and that caused a
What?
lot of issues. It was a huge scandal.
There's a lot of espionage in Eve. There's a lot of people just making off of factions bank.
This guy totally dismantled it too. Like, he got deep into the corporate. I forget who was where. I don't think he was Goon Squad, but he was crazy. And I only remember Goon Squad because this is a little dark, but one of their more high-ranking member was a Navy SEAL who was killed in action in the diplomatic office somewhere in I think it was Africa. It was a huge political thing, but someone was like, "Yeah, that guy's in Goon Squad." I'm like, what? That's crazy.
Damn.
Insanity.
Yeah, he was like one of the 6 Navy SEAls that were stationed for that diplomatic office or whatever the fuck it was, the embassy.
Warhammer mini paint and fossil prep.
What's
Yeah.
fossil prep?
When you have to like get a fossil out of a rock, clean it up, make it look nice. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
You gotta very carefully excavate it from the extra material and debris around it.
There's
No,
no
that's
fossil
super
park
cool.
near me.
Who was it that said me? I might just come across that TikTok myself. It was a fossil vending machine.
I don't know. Your internet
I
is
just come
dying.
across it on my.
Oh, sorry, Tiff.
Oh, no, Tiff.
Tiff, give it CPR. Tiff, give it CPR. You can save it.
Oh no. Also, Sad, for you to progress, you gotta go take the flag to the front of the ship. Once you go to Trader's Passage or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, the horn?
Yeah, you gotta go run to the front of the ship.
Yeah, I know. I was just cleaning up my inventory and getting different stuff.
Okay.
Toot your horn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
The
to
Death Storm is starting. Oh no.
Oh no, I believe in you. Stay out of the dust storm. Don't
Oh.
become static.
No,
Maybe the storm will pass about the time we hit mapping and you'll be able to join people.
Embrace it. Embrace the storm. Go in there. If you're lucky, you can start. You can land. You can grab a landworm or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a landworm and travel through the sand.
It'd be a great time.
Fucking Marlowe's out here trying to turn Earth into Doom real quick.
I heard you're in an actual Society of Dune. In the actual book, do you think you'd be like,
Have a good night,
yeah,
everyone.
hey guys,
Have a
I don't
safe
fight
ride.
fights. Good night. Is the thing, but what do you like? I don't know, try to develop something different.
It's my audio. What? Is there something wrong with my audio, guys?
Again? I don't think so.
Not in Discord, at least.
Everybody
Yeah,
sounds
might be how it
crunchy on my
just
screen.
got captured.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
Disconnect and reconnect.
I needed your stream. Your stream is choppy.
Why?
Choppy audio.
Is it my audio or is it just you guys' audio in my stream? Hold on. Hello? Is this better?
Try
I
again.
sound
Sound fine.
found.
Protect.
What? Okay. Well, I guess I need you guys to talk for a minute. See if that fixes my
Oh
audio.
yeah, we should. I forgot we need to say words, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know what words are anymore.
Words.
Testing,
words,
testing.
Words.
They sound okay now? Okay.
Words.
Testing. 1, 2, fuck.
One,
I'm
two,
curious as
fuck.
to why that does that. Because it's just
Maybe it's because I hosted
your
the
Discord
call.
capture.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, but people didn't comment on it earlier. Is it something that happened midstream?
Maybe something about the codex got fucked.
Maybe.
It just started.
It just
Okay.
started.
Well, thank you for catching it. That is worrying.
Oh, what did I do?
But yeah, if you haven't invested, if you ever have 6 hours of free time, there's the Eve documentary with your name on.
God, I might watch that. I watched the iCarly.
It's a good
and
video.
What's the other one? It was iCarly and Zoe 101. That like 7 hour documentary that one guy made.
There's some
Wait, what am I
wildly
hearing?
long YouTube documentaries.
Was it
Oh.
Zoe 101?
Ignore that. Sad. That's telling you to go do your trial.
Yeah,
Um,
ignore that one. You
Poor
need to
Gus.
have the ship at the point, but you don't need to go into the point. Don't do what I did like 8 times and bring
Okay,
everybody
I go
through
to
Halali
Fisher.
Gates for the second time and then go like, oh wait, no, we don't need to be here.
It's okay. You're not the one pulling the cart, right?
Mm-hmm. Thad did it. He's here now.
We've acquired.
We must
Yeah,
find the
That's
corpse.
it.
The Colts? I know
Yeah.
a couple.
Once you're past this act, that thing goes away.
Okay.
I think it,
And then it's replaced with the chaos one.
yeah. It for some
What?
reason it keeps reading it as you need to go do it, but even if I have done it. I have gained my third set of points. It still pops up on my screen too. I think the act has a weird flag on it that never gets resolved.
Yeah, I've finished mine, and I still have the thing that tells me to go there.
I mean, early access.
Yeah. So with the find the letter to get sad, 2 more points. I don't know if Marlo has the letter.
Possibly?
Does it only drop once?
Somewhere on the map there will be a letter. And it's worth 2 specialty points.
Is it the Hogwarts letter? Oh, can I finally go to Hogwarts?
Yes, Marlo, you can finally be a wizard.
Awesome. I get the letter. It's like, please put your gender in. There's only 2. Well, okay, well, I guess I won't be going there. Damn it, JK.
F means fanboy, right?
I have to write it in there. You ever
This
see
boy.
there's J.K. Rowling wrote a true crime novel, but under a different pen name, and it's not good, but it's also criticizing her critics, and she tried to hide the fact that she wrote it.
Yeah, just like Elon has that sock puppet account where he tells himself how right he is about everything.
Okay,
you
so
know.
actually, funny you mentioned that one. That was actually proven to be a different person.
Wait, that one's not actually him.
We were all shocked.
Eh?
Yeah, no, that's actually a different
What?
person.
I thought
He
he
has-
admitted that one was him.
He has the same mannerisms, and it's weird because at first you're like, "Wait, is this really?" But no, that's actually a weird sycophant.
Maybe it's just narcissistic mirroring. Like, what the fuck?
The guy talks like him too. Like, he definitely picked up his mannerisms, which happens sometimes. Like, you're a fan of someone or something like that. It is possible to pick up the way they talk.
Well, yeah, if you like listen to like things they say constantly. Same thing as like when you're around friends, you pick up mannerisms and words and just the way they speak, right?
Yeah.
Well, so it isn't just a sock puppet account. It's somebody sucking his dick. All right, fuck.
I don't know.
We
Which
leveled up.
answer would have been better. Like, I don't know what would have been worse. I guess.
Yeah, it's. I mean, on one hand, it's sad if you need a sock puppet account to group yourself. On the other hand, it's sad that you've dedicated your life to that fucking loser.
I'm on me way.
But can you go the distance? Do you care how far?
Can't wait for
I
a
don't
live
care
action.
how far. Somehow they'll be strong.
I can't wait for a live
Is
action.
that getting a
Hercules.
live action?
I don't know, but I bet it does.
We need a live action Akira. There's another divine orb. What the fuck?
Wait,
It's
who's
not
it?
mine.
It's like, oh fuck!
Yoink.
I was able to grab that. Fuck. All right, whatever. I already got one.
Actually, I'm sad. Come here. This one will go to you.
Yeah, I was given 5 divine to go buy gear, but I don't know what gear I need, so I haven't spent any of it.
Actually, we might not get a live action. Why didn't you get Banser? We might not get a live action Hercules if oh, it was banned. If Snow White doesn't do well.
Snow
is
White
not
has a
looking
live
good.
action?
Yeah. Oh, that's been a train wreck.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's hated
I
by
haven't-
all sides. It's so bad.
I've not heard anything about it.
We're not going up there just yet.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
look on
you
the
have to be
letter.
on the toxic side of the internet to like really get a full grasp on it. But yeah, basically the head actor says a lot of crazy shit and has put a lot of bad press on it. And then 2 of the actors hate each other because they have 2 different stances on Israel. And it's like the left hates it because of what's her name being pro-Israel. The right hates it because they're saying it's woke and that the other person supports Palestine. It's just a fucking mess. They had to cancel 2 premieres. They canceled the American premiere and the UK premiere, but they went ahead and did the Japanese one, which Don't know why. It's just a weird decision. So yeah, it's been a train wreck. And then the current CEO, I think he's being removed. I think he's leaving. Iger, I think, is stepping down.
If
So they're getting some different tunes. But yeah, there's a
buddy.
whole train wreck.
You find it, Dad?
I found it.
Excellent.
Marlo,
There's
get over
something
here
over
so you
here
can
to
pick up the letter too.
Oh shit.
Ooh, piss baby.
Piss,
Oh yeah,
baby.
yeah, it's right there. Cool.
Alright, you guys can both go turn in the thing and we can hop to the next map.
There's like a
There's-
boss over here though. Yeah, let's get the
There's
boss.
a little arena here.
Oh,
Punch.
yeah. Forgot there's an optional boss.
Look at all this gold.
Wow,
baby.
just free gold.
Ooh, crossbow, not for me.
Unfortunately, one of those people were weak to lightning.
Okay.
Bye, Felicia.
Ooh. I guess I'll grab this. No one else wants it.
No, I have like 100 of them.
Oh, I picked up another one of the fucking tusk cuirasses.
Hey,
Disenchant it.
Egan, what are you wearing for the neck?
I am wearing. Hold on.
Speak up.
I am wearing. I'll link it in chat.
Related question. What's your crit rate?
Through the roof, honestly. Hold on, let me party. My current necklace. Oh, Choir of the Storm.
I have a level 70. Oh, it's 78. I don't think you can wear it yet.
Triggers greater lightning bolt skill on crit. Yeah, no, I crit very constantly. Yeah, no, that would certainly do something for my build. 84 is a long ways off of where I am, though.
78 isn't, though.
Hmm.
I have 2 copies of it, so I'll just put the higher level one in my stash.
I
didn't realize
You
I have
can-
an ice cream in the frizz.
Well, thank you. This will certainly do some cool things to my build when I get there. You have ice
you
cream
got
in the
ice cream?
frizz?
I do have an ice cream in my freezer. I should say, not the fridge.
I'm gonna go eat it. Just see me in the fridge. I'm not even taking it out.
Marlo
Here.
pops out of your wall, eats your ice cream, runs away.
It's a. My brother works for a Mexican ice cream shop, and so I went there the other day, and I was able to get. They have a new thing. It was a pancake ice cream. So it's ice cream with caramel, and it comes with little pancakes.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. And I forgot about it yesterday because I was driving, so it like got melty, so I threw it in the fridge. And it's still there, so that means I can go eat it.
I got pork chops in the fridge I need to cook later.
Okay, so we are done in. Shara,
Marlo, did
there's
you come back to
nothing
town?
in-
Yeah, I did. I
Oh.
traded a bunch of stuff. I got a book, got some points.
Yeah, so we can
Mm.
skip up to the spires.
Who needs this letter? Oh, right, I need to talk to people and they'll tell me if they need the letter.
Mm-mm.
Yummy book. I eat this.
Delicious, delicious.
Alright, let's see, what did I do? If my lines are blue on my funny little map, is that like an optional thing?
Your lines are blue.
Yeah, for my my passive guide.
Oh,
This is
that
like
means you
gold
have You have them assigned to a specific weapon set.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
If the nodes are good, just grab them for now. When you're running out of nodes to grab, if that's for a specific weapon split, yeah.
You got read it by Doom.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Doom.
I do.
I do.
welcome in, Doom. How you doing?
Mr. Ramses. What's up, bud? How was Final Fantasy?
Was it the final of the fantasies?
Was it the finalist fantasy you've ever finaled? Oh, I skipped these ones. I should do that. I'm gonna go grab my ice cream real quick.
I wish I had an ice cream.
There we go.
Well, I'm glad you had a good stream.
I am deeply upset by this news.
Nice. Yeah, if you're tired, get your ass to bed. 'Tis late. For most
Yeah,
people.
if you stay over 48 hours, you no longer need sleep anymore. Your body adapts. It evolves.
That is a fucking lie.
Eventually, you don't need the caffeine to stay up anymore. It's just for taste.
It really is, though.
Your body adapts to the caffeine DNA and just starts producing its own.
No, see, what you do is you take like those horse-sized nutrient pills to offset the caffeine crash.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're awake for 5.5 days straight. Don't ask me how I know.
I'm glad that I came back to the best advice anyone could ever receive.
Imagine all the stuff you get done if you just didn't have to sleep.
I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, but you're not really functional after the 48-hour mark, roughly.
Well, I don't know. It's like one of the weird things with evolution of why we need sleep. It'd be cool, like, I don't know. Me just sitting here recharges me.
Let me just photosynthesize my office lights. Like, sit in my room. Fucking, let me just go lay in bed and fucking recharge off of these shitty fluorescent bulbs, you know? Oh, you know what we should do?
If could plant, why not?
You go get the ultraviolet sun bulbs you use for lizard tanks. You put those in your room.
I think they burn you, though, don't they? There was that. Oh, shit. It reminds me.
They will.
Yeah, because there was a rave. I think it was Taiwan or.
Yeah,
I
the
can't remember
fucking crypto bro event where they all got their retinas burned. Yeah.
Everyone got fucking
Oh my
burned.
lord.
I remember that. I saw some things about the setup to that event, and it literally went as you expected, where the people were like, well, these are plant lights, right? Like, yeah, they can work. Just not knowing the difference.
Yeah, let's just use their grow bulbs. Wait, hold, Sad's not here, hold.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh,
Retreat.
sorry.
Oh, was I supposed to go somewhere?
I thought
Yeah.
the same thing.
All right, now he's here.
I've just been sitting here eating my ice cream.
Mm-mm.
God damn, I got songs in my head.
Yeah, I totally didn't use the chance to eat a slice of pizza.
Yeah. What kind of?
Yes. It's barbecue chicken. Mm-mm.
Ooh, the good kind.
Yeah. Oven pizza
turned
though,
my
not like
fan
fresh
off.
pizza.
And I forgot that I did that, and I just see a shadow move out of the corner of my eye, and it freaked me out.
Oh, from
What
the
was
fan
your
blade
last
slowing
fan
down.
blade?
Yeah, because my lights are like an angle. Because there's like two. I live in a garage, right?
Oh, no,
And so there's like.
Okay.
And so there's like two very big lights on two separate areas of the room, and the fan's in the center. So well, I only have one light on because I only need light in this corner of the room. So in the darkness, a shadow is moving, and so like that freaked me out.
I like the idea of forgetting you're in the garage and just you see the garage doors open and just me trying to park my car. Ah, shit, I forgot!
No, luckily the garage part of the garage no longer exists and hasn't for many years.
So
That's
it's just a
where my-
refurbished large room then.
Yeah,
Yes.
just refinish it real quick. Oh, this is no longer a garage. This is an actual room.
Does it get cold in there though?
It
Garages are
does
usually
suffer.
insulated.
It does suffer the temperatures a lot more than the rest of the house. So they sure did close it. It is like a 60-year-old house. So
If you have central heat and air, you probably don't have a vent in the garage.
there is a vent in the garage, thankfully.
Yeah, my house had a vent in the garage. Unfortunately.
The original plans for the house had it be an open air garage, so it actually didn't have like
Doors? Oh.
yeah.
So
So
it's just like
basically
an
what ended up
alcove.
happening.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. But it's made out of brick, so like it's good solid alcove, right?
Mm-mm.
And that being said, it's only lined with like one like cement board's worth of insulation.
That's all you need.
Could be
I mean,
better
yes.
than what my fucking apartment had for insulation. They had
Probably.
the good old 70s wooden slat insulation.
Wait, you didn't have the awesome spicy candy in there?
No.
No fun
they
cotton
filled the
candy.
extra space in the wall with fucking 2x4s. That was the insulation for the walls.
Wait, how does that look? Like, wait, so they put
It-
2x4s in between?
They just fill the wall with wooden slats.
If we add
That's a
more
lot of wood.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
a,
that's
it's a
kinda
lot of
wasteful.
wood and not a lot of insulation. The building was built back when wood wasn't that expensive.
But even then, though, like, how inexpensive? It's so inefficient.
It is so inefficient. It's probably why our heating bill has always sucked. We didn't
So-
know about it until they ripped apart the bathroom to find a leak from one of the downstairs apartments. Good news, it wasn't our bathroom
Yeah.
at all, but we got a free remodel from it.
Oh, cool.
And they looked at the walls like, oh god, this is awful. They had to redo the insulation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We have
Oh, also all the
You
drywalls.
find a lot of secrets when people redo bathrooms.
Also, all the
Here's the best
drywall is
part.
1/4-inch thick horsehair plaster.
I can't say the name of this company, and I have to be a little vague about this, but someone I knew in high school, family owned a. Yeah, high school would be very vague. But they owned a remodeling company. Basically, they'll go remodel old houses. They had a lot of money, and they didn't get it all from the contracts they got. They got it because when they were tearing down old houses or like fixing them up, they found a lot of the hidden money that a lot of old people stashed in them, and I think they get the majority of it. It wasn't just money; they found a lot of old stuff. Their
Jewels or
side
whatever.
business, yeah, like their main money income wasn't the contract at a certain point. I remember him telling me like, yeah, now we're just basically selling all these antiques that we keep finding in the walls because the family or whoever fucking hired them doesn't know they're there.
Man, why do people hide shit in their walls?
So, when the stock market crashed in like the Great Depression, it was a thing. It's because a lot of Depression era people did not trust the banks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially after they all failed. Yeah, I could see it.
It's funny because you won't see that again, kind of, unless something weird happens. Like boomers, it's not a boomer thing. Like it's the greatest generation, whatever we call them. They did that. So yeah, boomer old houses, you're not gonna find treasures in there probably. Loot boxes, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Z. Everybody's house is just a loot box.
I left a little secret surprise in our bathroom walls when we remodeled it.
What, you just took a shit and fucking plastered over it?
No.
Here's your surprise.
It's all we left a couple fun Easter eggs for whoever decides to remodel that bathroom in however many years.
I see.
Oh, so
It's just a little drawing of a Homestuck character. They get
I mean, the
aged
whole
to
world
dust
knows.
instantly.
your Homestuck OC. So the garage is where my parents were planning to put me back in the day, when they weren't sure if I was gonna like make it in the real world. They always talk about remodeling it and doing all this stuff to it, and they're like, "Yeah, Marlo can just live down there." And I'm just like, they're like at the age of 50, going, "Man, you guys have no hope for me," and I'm not even a mess up yet. Like, give me another 3 years, and then it's gonna make sense. But they, so they actually have. So funny enough, years later, 2 years ago, after my dad passed away, my stepmom didn't want to live alone, so she wanted her grandparents to live with her for a little bit, or they volunteered or whatever. So they actually did not the garage, but they turned the downstairs into like a second apartment, like an apartment building, basically. It's like really nice. It has its own little kitchen, and like it's weird because they actually eventually did do what they were gonna do, just wasn't for me. I moved out. I think the fucked thing is they did it for the living room downstairs. They really was gonna redo the entire garage for me, and like make me live in the garage. Like, and then he has his own private exit, so we don't know if he's coming in or out. I'm like, okay, I get it. You guys don't want me here. You guys don't want you guys don't want the guilt of like, you don't want me here, but also you don't want the guilt of kicking your son to the streets.
Better
Morally
than
gray,
some families. Some families, the moment you're of age, you're out. You're gone.
which is a real American thing.
Yeah, no, it's kind of really fucked up. Those kids don't quite make it.
The problem is
It's
with
sink
that.
or swim and a lot sink.
Well, because you're not able to like back in the day, like during Gen X generation, it's a thing I saw with my parents a lot, where the credit really changed things, and because credit wasn't a thing until the 80s, like the late 80s, there was a huge generation gap between understanding it. Like boomers and even some Gen Xers were able to just, I have a job. Now I go to an apartment building. They don't check my credit. They just see that I have a job. I have an apartment now. Woohoo! And that's not the same for us. Like, you don't have credit and you move out. I really want to get a hold of like an 18-year-old or something that did have to that has their own apartment, and ask how they did it. Because I had to get co-signed, so I don't know. If you don't have anyone to co-sign for you, I don't know how you do it now. Like, I really don't know how you get an apartment.
What you
many
typically see is people just
guarantees
crash
do you
with
have?
other people.
That's true. I'm sorry, Sal, what were you saying?
Hmm.
It's not important. I can't remember the word.
It is definitely like a here's reality, a slap to the face.
Well, because they think we're going to see
Back
it
in
less
my
and less.
day, I could work at the Mickey Dick's and afford a whole house. Yeah, no, fuck you.
Well, we're going to see less and less of that. And it's not even just that. It's just the fact that it's just the idea like, all right, this 18-year-old has a job. Of course they're going to be able to get an apartment. But it's like, no, because the 18-year-old doesn't have credit. I was at a party one night, and there was this girl who is living I want to call it like a free spirit type of life. She goes to different countries and teach at different countries, and we were talking about income, and she's like, yeah, I only make like $5,000 to $2,000 a year. And basically foreigners, because she's just like an adorable person, just let her in their house. Like she finds people to take care of her. And she was talking about her life plan, and she's like, yeah, I'll just do this for another 2 years, graduate, and then yeah, I'll get a place, and like blah blah. Like, I don't have any credit cards, I'm a child of the world, and I talked to my parents about it, and they said this will work out fine. And I'm like, how old are your parents? And they were too old. And I was like, do you know how credit works? And me and another friend sat down and explained credit to her, and she looked horrified. She was so devastated. She was like, oh, I'm fucked. Like,
Yeah,
I
it
need
is such a
plan.
shitty archaic system that only works for some people.
Well, we're one of the few countries that like care about it. Like, I have good credit. Credit works for me, but like I don't know. Starting out, and if you don't have a plan, I don't know how you make it.
I'm just waiting for it to fall apart. Ain't no way the next coming generation's gonna put up with it either.
Well,
Credit.
aren't they just
Put
not
myself
getting
in
credit
debt
cards?
willingly to raise an invisible number? Nah, fuck you.
The problem is, so credit can work. Like, it's good for rainy days. It's good to have like having housing, but it's just the way we do credit now. Like, cause like it
Yeah,
shouldn't affect as much as it does.
Wow, those nice rainy day loans, or, you know, payday loans. Looks at the most predatory thing banks have ever done.
My bank's been pretty good on it. My bank, so most banks don't do those kind of loans anymore. That's why you go to payday companies that screw you over.
You go find someone else to privately screw you over, so that the banks aren't accountable. See?
That was actually another thing that came up. I was listening to some people talk about that, where they're like, yeah, like because banks no longer did small time loans, that's how the predatory companies came in.
The banks aren't fucking you over. There's a market of people who can loan money that will fuck you over.
Guaranteed.
I need to start a payday company.
Yeah. I need to loan money out to people. Nah, see, the big game changer now is if you have money, you just become a landlord.
Yeah, if you can buy property, or even if you have the money for property, trying to find property.
Property
It's not
taxes have
bump up
gone
nowhere.
up so much. And utilities.
I don't know, if you raise your rent through the roof, you can probably pay the mortgage off somebody else's back.
Depends on where you live for that one.
Yeah, like there's a lot of cheap places in Ohio, but none of them I want to live in. They're not bad neighborhoods. I just don't want to be that far out.
That should be the thing in it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
These
they're,
gloves
like,
are weird.
Oh yeah, about my vent in the garage. So unfortunately, my garage had a vent, and the reason I say unfortunately is because my dad would like be in the garage to get high, so they'll be smoking a lot of weed, and that vent connected right into my room. I was like, man, I'm just gonna go steal food. Like I was like, I need to eat something. It was so bad.
Those gloves almost killed me in 2 seconds of casting.
Why would you put those on? Your energy shield is your health.
I was curious.
Those
I was
gloves literally
very
put
definitely
themselves for you.
curious.
This man's trying to kill himself.
Yeah, the credit system only works as long as there are people who care about it.
Isn't that just the concept of money?
Yeah, pretty much.
I love the gold conspiracies because they don't matter even if they were true. Like they're like, nah, you know, there's no gold at Fort Knox. Like it, okay. Our money's backed by gold. That's fine.
We've been off of gold standard for many years now.
There's so many. Ooh, like that. It's always great getting those conspiracies. I'm like, what? Also, there was a great lot. One of my favorite scams was the Cash for Gold scam back in the 2008 house crisis, and like that was when I found out that you can just lie about investments because they kept telling people like gold never loses its value. Gold is always consistent. It's like, no, it's not. Gold has dropped in value before. Like gold is safe. It's a very safe investment. I recommend it, but like it doesn't never go down. It goes down sometimes. Like what the fuck?
Then we find out that's how they filled the Fort Knox with cash for gold.
You might be full of crypto at this point.
Well, I could see it. Fed now? You mean you sold all of Fort Knox to fucking fill a crypto coin?
Shield.
Wait, where's the shield at? I was looking for it. Where
I
where
couldn't
was
find
it?
it either.
Behind us.
It's top right.
I do want to buy metals. Like I would like to buy some silver, copper, gold, or whatever. I don't have trust. Like I don't know where to get those materials at.
I believe if you go to a mine, they'll help you with that.
Nah, unfortunately the mines I make my kids go to are emerald mines.
I think, yeah, Marlo. I think there are gold exchange places you can still go to just get metals. Like you buy
Yeah,
trade
my,
bars and shit.
My ex-wife's mother is like full on crazy, and that's one of the things she would do is just buy like boxes of just mineral blocks and send them to her.
Can't you just go to Costco and buy like a thing of gold? Wasn't that a thing?
Was it? Damn.
Not anymore, I don't think. But yes.
No.
I wouldn't put it past them to just have trade gold on hand. It probably
The
had
weird
good
thing-
market value for it too.
Ooh, nice. The weird thing about it too is that so the idea of a lot of conspiracy is just like, especially for the religious groups, is like gold and silver and all that is what real currency is. Like this is what moved power. Like this has actual value behind it, even though civilizations just it was the same thing as cash. Is like gold has value because we liked it. Like there was until the age of technology, there was no use for it.
Thing. It's a shiny thing that people made and stamped things on.
But I always thought about this because like it's something, and they will use this is typically just for the religious doomsday people, because it'll be like if the world collapses, I'm trading booze, medical equipment, food. Like I don't want your gold. Like I want survival shit, or like some kind of
That's
vice.
why the barter system exists.
Marlo said you should be able to go over here now. Talk to the old man.
I'm just getting rid of some item stuff.
Oh yeah, when we go off the side of the ship.
I don't have a jewel socket for it yet.
That's a good jewel.
It is a good jewel.
That's a great jewel.
I don't think I have a socket for it though. Yeah, that's energy shield up, which and elemental damage, which both do things for me. That's spell damage, energy shield, crit.
That's all the good
spell
things.
damage, energy shield, shock. Yeah, I need to pick up another jewel slot to use it. It is good though, because it has no bad modifiers on it. It is just damage and crit. You ran off the distance, you talked to the winged one.
Yeah, he started offering me cash for gold. I don't know. I don't know. I'll talk to him anymore.
Man, I wish I lived in a time where I could just sell somebody the Golden Gate Bridge real quick. You know,
Just imagine.
One of the greatest scams, especially for survivalists, was when I think it was someone on Fox News, but they were selling food prep stuff, but you only got it when you needed it. So it was like this crazy scam where it was stored. Yeah, and then there was also selling certificates for gold. So you wouldn't get the physical gold, you get a certificate that you own the gold, and it was such a great
just
fucking
early
scam.
NFTs.
Basically, yeah, but it's like the idea is that when you need it, they'll send it to you. But if the world's over and like society collapsed, they don't have to send you shit.
Yeah,
It was such a great fucking thing.
it's like the same thing as promising your employees if they willingly quit, you're gonna give them money. Nah, you willingly quit, you don't have to get given shit.
Yeah, there's contracts for that. I know Twitter's being sued by them too. I'm not sure how that turned out.
Where am I supposed to go? I talked to him.
Oh, the marsh.
Yeah, you should be able to talk to a nerd and then start the next act. You have to go talk to one of the people to start the act, though. Somebody has a dialogue for it.
Yeah, I wasn't seeing any hovering signs.
Oh, it's the girl near the map.
Yep.
Oh, is it her?
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
my
like,
thing's just
yeah.
being silly.
No, there's no like symbol above her or anything like that. It's literally I was just clicking
Nope, you just go
around.
talk to her. Yet, you would have had to
I see.
remember to do it from the original Act 2. And then, yeah, once you guys all get the mapping, we could try our best to go run some shit and get the rest of our ascendancy points. Because Tiff doesn't have her third set or fourth set. I only have my third set.
I've been
I only got my
practicing
first
trials,
ones.
Mm-hmm.
so I can potentially carry all of you through the final trial on the Sekima. And you won't even have to like risk your life either.
I'll be right back. I need to top off my water. It is completely empty.
I like risking my life. I always wear a shock collar every time I play this game. Anytime I get hit, it shocks.
Surprised? I am not.
All the Doomsday Preppers have all these gold, copper, silver, but we end up using bottle caps as currency. It's like, fuck.
I always knew that Fallout would never lie to me.
I also wonder how many Doomsday Preppers will end up just being like a like a weird environmental story for the actual survivors. Like, it's like when you go to Fallout, the guy who has all this prep stuff, and you're like, "Where do you get that cool jacket and all that supplies?" Yeah, I got it from some house over there. Yeah, apparently the guy didn't do enough job at making his house bomb proof or some shit.
I mean, the bomb shelter ones are probably going to be the best overall because they just stock non-perishables, and so long as the ventilation is okay for radiation, that's really the big thing. Or you aren't actually where the bomb was dropped.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
That's kind of important, yeah.
Right. Zed is here. Warlow is here.
I am.
Things can be crushed.
Dear.
You are skilled with the violence.
Emerald.
Yeah, Z can help us too. Him and I have been running stuff a little bit since he joined. He's actually better geared than I am.
Ooh, that's cool. Weirdly enough, I have no memory of this map.
Yeah, we're in and out of this map really quickly. This map reminds me of the jungle map in Diablo 2.
I don't know, it's kind of hard to replace the little gibbering flare noises.
Oh yeah, like especially like the Banner Ruins. They're like they have like little masks. They're adorable.
I'm like,
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Have you seen the TikTok memes Fallout where it's a bunch of where people are like just me setting up some environmental storytelling for the survivor?
mm,
It's a guy like
Just-
setting up dinner with his bear or some shit.
just Jude in a bathtub with 500 bananas.
Yeah.
I gotta follow the path people took, without knowing the path people took. I found a
the
dead
right-hand
end.
wall.
Okay.
The number of times I start a journal with the idea of having it be something someone can find somewhere at some point, but leaving it ominous at the end and just trailing off, and then just burying it somewhere has been very strong for several years now.
Dad's just gonna run his own ARG out of a journal he wrote in like 2005.
You say that, but I also did write a zombie survival guide in 2005.
Mmm. Oh, you guys are the encampment. Okay, I can just leave.
I even made up a funny, stupid zombie language alphabet.
Can't believe it. Imagine being such a nerd.
Everybody gotta leave notes behind. just gonna be leave a bunch of notes and they're gonna be meaningless.
Basically,
Marlowe's gonna be that one room. Everybody walks into it, and then it's just, oh look, there's 1,000 sticky notes everywhere.
What'd you say, Marlo? Little Jimmy fell in the well. Who's Jimmy? Why is he in the well?
Where's the well?
We dug a well thinking that we
Which
could
well?
find water and survive in it. Later, what we forgot to do is find a way out of the well we dig. Apparently, digging up didn't work. We're gonna try something else.
Oh, I have a funny
Dig
anecdote.
down, dig down.
That just reminded me of the stupid looking up in the rain meme.
That's
Mm,
such a dumb meme. I love it.
so, you speaking of environmental storytelling and like notes and shit you find in Fallout, right?
Yep.
There was this side quest in Oblivion. You bought a house, it's hidden somewhere in the house, one of the houses you could buy. There was a note just tucked away. I thought the Oblivion text font things were weird. I thought the eyes were J's. So I sat there for a good hour reading this thing over and over, trying to decipher who the fuck J is and what the fuck they're trying to say.
Jay is here. Jay wishes you a good day.
The note was talking about some hidden stash in the house, and I couldn't fucking find it for the life of me.
Darn you, Jay.
Khajiit has
Oh
puzzles.
God.
If you have brains.
Boy, howdy, do I not.
Hmm. Honestly, that might be a funny stream idea someday. Get a bunch of people together for Morrowind together.
Can you do multiple people from our?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Morrowind Together is the name of the mod. You
Oh,
can
shit.
play Morrowind like it's an MMO now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yay! It'll have every bit of the classic storytelling of any of us who didn't play it having no clue where the fuck to go because Morrowind doesn't have quest markers. You actually have
Yeah,
to read what
Morrowind
you're
is-
talking to people about.
Yeah, Marlon, you actually had to listen to people talk.
Damn, I don't have the capacity to play this game. I've never played Morrowind. I tried to play it once. And my friend was like, "Hey, you should mod this." I'm like, "Okay." And I figured out how to do mods. It just did not. It refused to work. The tree this refused to be a tree.
Sounds like with
And,
the lack of experience we have in Morrowind here, that'd be a great stream. All of us yelling at each other, trying to figure out what the
it'd be a
fuck
very
quest
silly
objectives are.
stream.
Yeah, I'm probably down for that. That'd be fun.
As long
Also-
as someone helps me mod it, I am down. Because I have proven myself too dumb to do it by myself.
I might be able to do. I modded the last game I was able to mod without the help for Steam, like Steam making it easy is XCOM Enemy Unknown because I was able to do the Long War mod.
Long War was such a good mod, though.
Mhm.
The XCOM 2 Long War, I'm very iffy on.
Is it bad?
This just feels unnecessary at times. Like, it has random shit, like so much random shit. And I guess if you're good at the extra systems they added, then it's not an issue. But it's not like Long War 1. There's so many extra game lengthening mechanics they added to Long War 2.
I was curious what we were waiting on, and then I realized it was me.
You weren't here. Oh, one of the games that have the better note system, like where you find weird notes, is Resident Evil, because those notes are always like, yeah, we crossbreeded a gorilla and a shark, and yeah, it came out to be a terrible animal. John is poking it with a stick. Hopefully, it doesn't escape. Next page, it escaped.
Next page, it escaped, it escaped, it escaped. Yep. Someday I should try the new Stalker. Maybe it's something like a Mega Sale or something. That's a game with good environmental storytelling.
Wait, which one?
Stalker. Have you ever played Stalker?
I never played it. I know of it. I never played it, though.
I couldn't bring myself to actually play through the first one. I played a little of it, but it's, yeah. It wasn't as Metro as I was hoping it to be. I like the idea of the anomalies and shit, but when it actually came to the gameplay, you just kind of took you take some shots out of left field and you just die. It's like, oh, well, huh.
I'm trying to think of the last good environmental storytelling game I even played. Probably Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight's good.
No, I still haven't played Hollow Knight. I need to play some more platformers.
Like, technically, Souls games are full of environmental storytelling because they don't tell you the story up front. You have to kind of learn it from item descriptions and shit. Hey, Sad, do you want these 3 orbs? Okay.
Sorry, I was leveling up.
Oh, okay.
I need to finish playing Nier.
Nier's a good game.
I know.
I need to start playing Nier.
At some point, I'll do my Tracking Guard into Nier playthrough.
Yeah, I'm doing. I talked about it on stream before. I'm doing a reverse Nier playthrough. I'm gonna start with Nier and then make my way back to Dragon Guard 1.
So wait, does Dragon Guard begin the timeline?
Yes. The original Nier is a spin-off of an ending of Dragon Guard 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
How many Nier
Get
games
involved
are
Night
there?
Z.
There's only 2.
Yeah, there are only 2
There
Nier
is
games.
There's Nier Auto Tomato, and then there's Nier Replicant. And if you really want to be spicy, you can play Nier Gestalt, which is the American release of Nier Replicant. But Nier Replicant is the official storyline because it got re-released and remastered. There's
Nier
actually no,
Automata,
that's not true. That's not true. There's actually 3 Nier games. The third was just a gacha game that is no longer in servants, and you need to go on YouTube to watch the story.
yeah, and the story is relevant. There's also a play
Yeah, story is
and
very good and very important.
Oh, wait. So this game did the same fucking thing Kingdom Hearts did, where they put like a majority of like the most important story elements in a fucking mobile gacha game?
oh
No, it was
the
its
majority
own
of the story
standalone
element.
game.
Oh, okay.
The
But it's still
majority of the
plot
story.
relevant.
But it's still plot relevant.
Yeah, the majority of the story elements that are relevant to Nier did not happen in the games. There's a play, there's a timeline, there's all kinds of extra content and shit for Nier.
There are several books. There is a standalone stage play for A2's backstory. There's a whole lot of content out there that just isn't in the game.
Dear.
But yeah,
It's
if you
freaking
want the
the-
sequel to Nier, you have to play. You have to go on YouTube and watch someone's playthrough of Nier Replicant. Not Replicant. Reincarnation.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about doing a Kingdom Hearts playthrough, but the fucking thing is like, and I might still do. I love Kingdom Hearts, but
Yeah,
they put the key story elements behind a paid that phone game they made. That's no longer in
So
service.
They did. That is. You're right. That is the actual canon ending for Kingdom Hearts. I forgot about that.
So the whole thing with that, when you buy the Kingdom Hearts collection disc, or if you buy it on PlayStation and not PC, you get a bunch of additional menu options that will just let you go watch all of the cutscenes from Key.
Yeah, that's right. Because there's some games they just haven't remastered, so you can just watch the story.
Utsal, I can't for that to happen. Of course.
Even the grandest of figures cower at the
I know
prospect of
another one like that is 164 days over whatever. The
Yeah.
math problem game.
364 days over 3.
Yeah, I actually played that for the DS.
It's a very solid Kingdom Hearts game.
It's a little off I mean, the story itself is a little weird, but yeah, and it introduces a character that technically doesn't matter.
I mean, she technically matters, but she also technically doesn't matter.
Well, you're not supposed to remember her. Like, that's literally her whole,
Yeah,
like once this is
she has
over,
an
I
impact on
know
the story, but she isn't important to the story.
That is weird. They did that. I didn't think about that. Yeah, she impacts the story, but she's not important to the story. It's like, how did you do both?
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 4, as we're being told, is Sora wakes up in the real world. It's like, oh yeah, shit.
That's
Life is
right.
actually a thing.
Has that happened at all? Has there been any talk about that since they showed that trailer off?
I think there's been a second trailer, but no.
Oh my god! No, because it gets even crazier though. So if there's a real world that he's going to, and you're saying Kingdom Hearts is a secondary world, there is third and fourth dairy because in Decoded, they go to the tech world, which is a layer below Kingdom Hearts is, and then you also have the game world from Toy Story level.
Yeah, I think what it is Kingdom Hearts is self-aware as a game world.
You can pour to us, said.
Okay.
That's I don't know what they're setting up, and it's very weird. But I think they're gonna we're gonna try to distance ourselves from Disney. Kingdom Hearts as you know it is a game world, and Sora is actual person playing a game.
Are they not gonna have Mickey Mouse in it then? Like are they not gonna have like the fucking Donald and Goofy and all that? Because weren't they in the trailer?
Well,
I don't know. I have zero clue what he's thinking. What I do know is Disney is weird about a lot of their copyrights and holdings.
oh, isn't that like the biggest reason why like 3 did badly? Because they really wanted this stuff.
Yeah, they really wanted
Frozen.
it targeted towards a younger audience.
Yeah.
The younger audience
They
who
had the-
wouldn't have played the initial Kingdom Hearts game, and the third story doesn't fucking make any sense if you don't play the initial handful of fucking game.
Yeah, they had a time travel and
to
shit.
be
It got
fair,
crazy.
Which, to be fair, when I played Kingdom Hearts the first time, I started with 2, just because that's the only game that my parents managed to find for the PlayStation.
Hmm.
And it's like, this makes sense. Now, here, kid. I had no idea what I was doing. I just thought it was a weird skateboard sim.
And then you wake up as Sora and you're like, oh god, what is this fucking story?
Why is Mickey here?
Why are there Disney characters in my Final Fantasy? What the fuck?
And then they took the Final
Yeah,
I
you know.
also
Fantasy out.
I never played Final Fantasy either. Any Final Fantasy before that, so I was like, who the fuck are these people?
What is
Have
going
you-
on? Why is there Disney inside of this random RPG?
Not to shit on anything,
why,
but
why is this guy have a big sword?
have you ever re-listened to the voice acting from the first 2 Kingdom Hearts game?
No.
It
I need to do a
is-
Kingdom Hearts playthrough for fucking stream.
it's a lot of they obviously hired some new people. Like the voice acting outside the Disney character, like you can tell the difference that the Disney characters are well voice acted, but the Final Fantasy characters, I guess when Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 1 and 2 came out, they didn't have voice actors for those games. I mean, by the time 2 came out, you had Final Fantasy X that was fully voiced. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
not good.
FF7 and 8 did not have any voiced characters. Advent Children wasn't released yet either.
And even then, I think it was mostly subs. I don't think they had dub voices yet.
If he... Thank you.
Okay, port to me. We're just gonna grab this waypoint, then jump right to the next one.
Hmm. Is it? Wait, don't we have to get them the optional boss so they get extra spirit?
Spirit. I have
That's
spirit.
where we're
Yes, I
going.
do.
Okay.
Spirit, yes we can. What? Why am I here? Teleported to you guys.
Wait,
Yeah,
you somewhere trying to somewhere?
it
Where are you?
happens.
Yeah, Act 3 is a little wonky, especially when somebody's just finished the story.
Yeah,
gonna
because
fight his mom.
technically you have all the flags on your character for everything else. They weren't able to get the waypoint. Well, Thad wasn't able to get the waypoint.
Ah, shit.
Right. Thad, I'm gonna put a
I'm
portal
somewhere.
here.
Help.
Go to town, then take my portal.
Alright, I'm being attacked. I don't know if I can escape.
I believe in you.
Good luck, have fun.
I did it.
Did it.
Also,
You know what it feels like
Alrighty.
to me? It feels
that?
like the Kingdom Hearts story did not matter in the first couple of games. Like, the story from Sora's perspective was all that really mattered in the first game. And then the second game had hints at something greater that still didn't matter. And then by the time they started releasing sub-games and wrapping this whole plot into a huge thing, it's like, oh god.
he spread himself too thin with the Keyblade Wars. He wanted to make Star Wars. At the end of the
He
day,
wanted to make Sora,
Disney
yeah.
he wanted to make Star Wars. It was Star Wars. The Keyblade Wars and the Keyblade. Like the Keyblade Warriors were Jedi's. Some dark Jedi basically corrupted it all, and now they're scattered. And now at the time they were very rare in the first game, and then now they're fucking everywhere. Everyone's a Keyblade wielder now.
Everybody
get
and their
Keyblade. You
grandmother
get a
is now a
Keyblade.
Keyblade wielder, yeah.
Well, because even Axel became one, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know
The
what?
w-
Keyblades don't actually need to be key-shaped.
Yeah, barely.
oh,
the
there's a waystone that dropped on the ground behind us.
Did you know that key doesn't need to be spelled with a K?
It's a K, it's an X, it's
The thing I do like about Kingdom Hearts storytelling though was how Sora was actually not the chosen one. That I do like that. I thought that was like one of the more brilliant elements of Kingdom Hearts, where like, yeah, actually Riku was the one supposed to have that. He just became he fell too deep in darkness, so you were like plan B. You were just
You just
there.
had to step up. It's like, hey, you're like around and vaguely the same age and power. Sure, why not?
Yeah, here's the key because in Birth by Sleep, Kairi and Riku are visited by the Keyblade wielders, but no one visits Sora. Like Sora's there, but when the time comes, the Keyblade wielder chooses Riku. Like you will be the next descendant, and then Kairi finds the girl Keyblade wielder, and she's like, you'll be the next descendant. But the other guy never gets a descendant, and Sora was never chosen by anybody.
And then, yeah, Sora's
Oh,
existence
fucking
is
Terra
a
and
plot hole.
Vesti.
Yeah.
And then you have Terra, who's also Xehanort, and then Vantius, who's also secretly Xehanort, but now he's Sora. Now they're both Sora.
And everyone's actually just secretly Xehanort.
He makes an organization of 13 other Xehanorts.
But you know Xehanort? He's actually not Xehanort.
Even listening to Kingdom Hearts lore makes my brain just
There are some
Stop.
very silly videos that summarize it amazingly in the most stupid and jokingly ways possible.
The story is funny enough. The story is actually coherent when you understand it all, but it does it's just like there's some dead ends, like fucking not Dream Drop, Zero. Decoded. Decoded doesn't need it to exist. Decoded doesn't explain
Decoded
anything.
did not need to exist. No, we did not need like 3 anthems. Thank you.
But Ansem,
Dream Drop Distance brought in the character from End of the World, which is pretty cool.
The world ends with you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Dude, that is a solid game. I still have not played the sequel. I have the sequel. I paid for it. I still have not played it.
That's another weird thing too about Kingdom Hearts is that in the game, in the proper games, you're fighting the Heartless and you're fighting nobodies, and that's like the main enemies. But if you play Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop explains where their bad guys come from. But Birth by Sleep is like, yeah, before the Heartless, there were these things that were fucking us up. It's like, where did they came from? Where did they come from? What are those?
What are these things? They're not important.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Heartless is going to replace. Like, also, where did they go?
Weren't they like the death
they were
list or
just
something
completely,
stupid?
just completely obliterated.
I guess I
You
think
never
they were
have to
wiped
worry
out.
about it.
But yeah, no, Dream Drop Distance, you're fighting very colorful fucking fragments of people's dreams.
Yeah.
Not to mention the
Can you
entirety
stop
of Dream
moving?
Drop Distance is just Sora having a dream.
Oh, to defend the story writer that he did know what he was kind of doing in the very beginning, in Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora actually gets turned into a Heartless, and that he becomes a Heartless, blah blah, but that sets up Kingdom Hearts 2 and future games because that creates Roxas and somebody else, and then also the girl that doesn't matter, because
And
when,
also the girl that doesn't matter, yeah.
whatever her name
He
is.
created Nominee, yeah.
Yeah, it creates Nominee because
And the
when
Nominee
it-
becomes like the pivotal character who is just like, yeah, no, I'm in charge of this shit now.
No, Nominee was created by Kyrie. Nominee's Kyrie's nobody.
Wait,
Something
who the
happened
fuck
for Ky-
Sora's nobody?
Roxas. Sora got 2. Roxas. So Sora's nobody is Roxas, but then Sora's like heart or memories got
Oh, was
placed
it
into
Vantius got his own fucking...
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, is that how he got the second one? Because Vantius technically... Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense.
I think so. He got the second one because he was a Keyblade winner. He had to get split up more. Ventress came before Sora. Yeah, Ventress is someone different, but the girl that doesn't matter. Well, I can't remember her name. She
Nominee.
No.
isn't,
No,
No,
Nominee is
it's
Kyrie.
Xion. Xion?
Oh.
Yeah, Xion.
Xion, yeah,
Her.
Xion.
Yeah.
The girl that
Xion
doesn't matter
was-
because nobody remembers her.
They had to split her up because if not, Sora's nobody would be too strong or some shit. Like, because Sora's nobody doesn't have any memories of his past life, but apparently the rest do.
And then Roxas, yeah, it's like, yeah, in the end, it's still just Roxas. It is a good origin story for how Roxas gets his second Keyblade that he never uses. Not that Roxas matters after he fuses again with Sora, but you know.
Said Marlo, you can port to us.
Oh, I'm selling stuff. I'm like organizing stuff real quick. We're right there.
Mm-mm.
So that's another thing too, because somehow people have memory of Roxas. Because when he goes to Dog Street, which I love, shout out to Dog Street, they remember Roxas somehow. Like they have a connection to him from the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. They still remember him because Roxas actually existed as if the virtual world was an actual thing. which is still another layer of, oh god, what the fuck is going on in Traverse Town?
Well, technically, the virtual Traverse Town can fit in Decoded, but then that would imply
Right,
but that's why Sora was somewhere there too. Or like virtual Sora was there.
But, like, at the same time, then you have the other Traverse Town, and then you have fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 also being in Traverse Town. Like, what?
Wait, Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't Traverse. Wait, was there Traverse Town in Kingdom Hearts 3?
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. You guys lost me like an hour ago.
I also wanna. Yeah, I have no memory of playing through Kingdom Hearts, even though I beat that game.
Or we're doing a stream. We're going to do a stream along where we're just like one of us is gonna play Kingdom Hearts and we're just gonna beat the rest of us. Are just gonna be judging it.
You better be able to parry Titus, otherwise we're gonna beat you.
That's right. You have to learn how to parry to beat the final boss in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, I was talking about just getting brownie points in the opening to get extra XP.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there was one guy who.
You also need the extra skill points to start off too.
I do remember you could do that. I tried to. I think I got to level 30 before I gave up.
Before we get too far away from Kingdom Hearts, real quick, random fun fact talking about Disney copyright shit. So Disney was actually pretty cool with them using everything. Like they were very accommodating to Kingdom Hearts. The problem was the departments weren't. So the way Disney does it is Disney compartmentalizes its licenses. So the people who were in charge of Peter Pan didn't want to work with the people who were in charge of Aladdin, which is why the compromise was that the villain, the characters can never meet outside their worlds, because they had so much time arguing with the people who actually like the different departments of Disney.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts might be the only IP that ever fully bridges that gap. So those people are kept separate and they do not like each other.
No, in fact, that's why Disney Infinity failed, because they could not work together. When they tried to do the Disney Infinity, which sounded like a cool idea, you just couldn't use characters in certain other worlds because they did not want that.
That's just dumb. I'm sorry, but at least from a creative standpoint, that's like the stupidest thing I've heard.
It is. They are competing IPs that are ruled over by individual departments within themselves who are like mini companies. It is a thing.
The only time that doesn't work is like Disney itself, like the head department has to come down and be like, you fuckers are working together now. Like whenever they do collab stuff like that, it has to be someone higher up to be like, you have to do this.
It's also why there's that's why all the Disney voice actors were so good, because they were the actual Disney voice actors.
I met the Goofy guy. He's really cool. He's such a nice old man.
Yeah, don't you just love how it's the Mickey Mouse people who just did not give a single fuck?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, no, yeah, you just do whatever the fuck you want.
There is a great video out there. It was at a con where the voice actor for Goofy and the voice actor for Max did a real life audition of that song from the Goofy movie together or whatever.
I think we all missed what Moose said and we're just stunned.
What was that
This
song?
is the eye to eye one, or the like the father-son bond one. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it's the song that they. Yeah, I think it's the father song. It's the song where they're singing when they're going down the river.
Oh.
Yeah, I know which song you're talking about. I do not remember the name.
It's been a long time since the Goofy movie was relevant.
The Goofy movie's always relevant.
I haven't watched it in forever. It's not relevant.
The first step to furries. There was a Roxanne.
True though.
Fuck.
I mean, if it wasn't Roxanne, it was Goofy's wife, whose name I don't remember.
Wait, tell me the one where they go to college. Goofy's like cute librarian.
Yeah, the one that actually becomes Max's mom later down the road.
His stepmom. I did like extremely goofy movie, and that was a fun movie.
I did too. It was great.
I mean, look, just saying, Roxanne has an X in her name. She's clearly Xehanort.
She shows up. Like, the next Kingdom Hearts 4 has a Max. He's a general. Like, Goofy, it's good to see you again. Father. Wait, what did Trevor? Wait, Trevor can't. Wait, what did he? Who was he playing?
Oh, did we find the soul core? Because it's on my map.
Am I thinking to the right person?
Wait, who did you say?
Pete.
Pete.
Maybe?
Man, fuck Pete sometimes, though.
Stand up above the crowd. Something, something, something.
No, he was Powerline.
Yeah. That's it. That's why that's all good. That he was Powerline. That's fucking. Who was actually legit. For the staff.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's just the fire staff again. It is a common unique.
He did though.
He's saying
Powerline
until he
songs
lost
were
his
so
ass.
good.
Goofy's also the only character in canon in the Disney World.
Down the tree do you have to go? I guess how far up the tree you have to go to get Darkwing Duck?
Oh, hey, my stream's slowly coming back online. Bear with me, chat. Oh, I'm back. I think
He returned.
I'm back.
Oh, I realized since you died, the share chat is probably dead.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
This thing is still up, isn't it?
It's showing up on my
Yeah.
OBS currently.
Yeah, same here.
Actually, yeah, he hasn't left the collab either.
Oh, okay.
Hi. Yeah, my stream's back. That happened. Anyway, hi, chat. My chat's like, nah. I'm gonna flicker out now. Peace.
When I met
Goofy
Goofy,
Hyukin was too strong.
when I met the voice actor for Goofy, one of the things people were asking him was about his involvement in Kingdom Hearts, and like someone's like, "So, what was it like reading the script for Kingdom Hearts? You know, you're doing all this Disney stuff, and all of a sudden you're talking about Heartless and like the power of friendship." And she's like, "It was weird. Like it was like he even did some voice like, so you to fight the Heartless." He's like, "I didn't know what was going on."
Imagine being presented with the Kingdom Hearts like dialogue and storyline without seeing what the fuck the game looks like.
And Goofy there's a lot of times where Goofy does explain shit. So you literally have this guy going, "Oh, the Heartless are a part of the world. They come from the souls that are people that are lost." Oh, yuck.
What? No, it's Mickey. Shit.
Egg
Why am I
has
here?
rejoined us.
Why am I back here? I guess you guys didn't find another checkpoint yet. All right.
No. Here, let me pop a portal
My
if you want
game's
to
not
go.
on screen. That's an oops. Yeah, I'll just take your portal.
Oh, I think there's actually a waypoint like right here. Let's see.
That's what I recommend to people.
Yeah.
If you guys ever get a chance to see or meet the voice actor for Goofy, go ahead and meet that man. He is such a sweet old man. He he literally is just so happy that people like are into the thing he does. Like you can tell he appreciates it. He's just like, oh, I love all you young people for being here. You know, being in my
I
like
took your
60s.
portal
This
back
is
to the
great.
bog.
Like, generally a good person.
Oh, here's another one. Oopsie.
Ooh, go in here.
Excuse me.
Let's see this time I teleport closer to you. Yeah, there we go. Why, hello there.
Well, hello there. We need. There should be another door over here with a.
Optional boss.
Yeah. Somewhere over the rainbow.
He might spawn like all the way off in the corner somewhere.
Over the rainbow, bluebirds fly.
Here we go.
Found it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sad, you
Follow
can
the
actually
moo.
sing. Why don't you do more singing streams?
Music. Music.
Great
Music.
question.
Technically, karaoke is against TOS.
Yeah,
To,
it's this way. It's
No,
south.
it's wait, what?
no, it's not.
Yeah.
People still
Absolutely.
do karaoke streams
There's a
though.
lot of karaoke streams.
I'm pretty sure it's technically against TOS unless you're technically a DJ channel.
I don't think they.
Like, there's
I
a
don't think,
classification for it now.
I don't think they save their VODs, but there's still a lot of YouTubers that do like just straight up just karaoke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, they'll
Yeah,
still
there's
do
a-
it.
There's a music category. And I mean, it's not small streamers either. Like freaking Iron Mouse does karaoke, Issa Korba,
Mint does.
Mint.
Oh,
Yeah.
that hit hard. I think the rule is that you just can't have the vocals because if you ever noticed, they have the melody in the background, but you don't
Yeah,
hear
there's
the
the karaoke.
vocals.
Yeah, that's just karaoke.
The reason why I bring it up is it was a big thing. I have my guitar here now. I have all the wires needed for Rocksmith. And as I was getting ready to do those streams,
Use the
Twitch made their
checkpoint.
announcement saying that shit like that's not allowed. I'm like, what? Use the checkpoints.
Why can't I teleport to that checkpoint? What?
You probably didn't activate it, but I'm
That's
in the
probably
next
true.
zone. So
Yeah. I think with Guitar Hero though, it's different because it has the full song, DMCA, the full DMCA song right there for the pickings.
Yeah, you're not singing over it because I mean, unless you're playing Rock Band, technically you are singing over it, but you're not. But it's still playing the lyrics and all that.
Yeah, I think that's the only difference.
I'd best talk to the optimist again. This is
hold on.
It's
Sad's not in
very
here.
strange. I'm also not there, by the way.
With this, we could power the
Oh, God damn
mechanism
it.
in the waterways.
Alva's just
I had to go
talking to the
back.
statue.
I had to go back and deposit my trash.
We should get together, IRL, and let's do like a live stream of us playing Rock Band, but then take it too seriously. We have a whole breakup scene. We go our separate ways, and then we get brought back. We do like a behind the musics, like kind of a thing, and then like, yeah, no, I wouldn't do my own thing. Marlo later joined this artist, Yoko. Oh yes, and started just protesting in a bed.
Can't believe it. Marlo the raccoon started dating an opossum who just screeched audibly into the mic. It was the worst thing I've ever heard.
Hey, my career went far till that unfaithful day about the book signing incident. Marlo did survive the shooting, but was later recorded going, how? You know what's sad about the Yoko Uno thing? Is that she was actually a good artist and a good singer. The problem is that when she was dating the Beatle, fuck, I should know his name.
Paul?
Yeah, she was dating Paul.
John
they
Lennon.
John Lennon. Yeah, they were doing a lot of experimental art, so that's what she's remembered for. Like, it's kind of sad because you look at her other stuff, you're like, oh wow, she's actually a very talented person. But then the stuff that she was doing with him, it's like, this lady's crazy.
It's always when you start doing the weird shit that people remember only that.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, shit. Because yeah, she did a lot of like cool, like some of her art, like a lot of it is kind of like, I guess what we call modern art, but a a lot of like
Avant-garde.
yeah, but her music was actually good. Except for the yelling in the except for the experimental album she did with him. That's the one. That's where you get that sound bite of her just yelling into the mic.
It could just be very cherry picked of people who look to the past to show you who this person is.
Yeah, she was not she was not well liked by Beatles fans because they still blame her for the breakup.
If we get down there was a piss man. I can't do this. Here you go.
Fire
I don't have a thing on there, so you can read
I
it.
carry them. Oh, these are the ice gauntlets. They make you do more ice damage. Nobody else here is an ice build, so
All right.
yeah. Tiff uses them, but Tiff might already have a better roll on hers.
Oh, before that guy shot John Lennon, he had that. John Lennon signed his copy of his latest CD release at the time. That CD
Big move.
mill.
Oh, I realize I don't have the funny thing for this yet.
Oh, move. What were you gonna say? My bad.
I just said that's a dick move.
Yeah,
Did you sign this? Oh, thanks. Bang.
It is a weird scene from what's described. Like the guy just, it was also because of a paparazzi dude. The dude went up to John. The dude went up to a paparazzi guy. Was like, "Hey, John Lennon live here." He's like, "Yeah, John Lennon live here." Like, "Oh, I have his CD. I wanted to get signed." And so John Lennon comes out. The guy gets intimidated, and the paparazzi like, "Hey, aren't you gonna Didn't you have something to ask John Lennon for something?" He's like, "Oh yeah, could you sign this?" Signed it, and then
Hey, Magna.
after he signed it, then shot him.
Yeah.
Magna.
Hello.
Here it is.
Yeah,
Jesus
enjoy the
H.
lure.
One of the sad things is that he was supposed to get security the next day because they kept telling him this was going to happen, and so he's like, "Fine, I'll get a security team." And so the next day he was supposed to get a security team.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it was it's one of
Yeah.
those weird things.
There's something over there. There's a list of
Yeah, I don't-
jewelers if anybody needs it.
I don't know what that shooter even got out of it. Nobody remembers their name. They just remember that John Lennon got shot.
He was a very mentally unstable dude. He had this weird fictional world in his head of the little people that he was king of, and then
What?
when he became a hippie, those little people disappeared, and then before he killed John Lennon, they came back, but then it was a democracy. He
What?
kept getting screwed over by hippies. He had a very weird life story.
And the hippies, they took the little people from him.
Kind of, but they also
Why?
fucked him. They fucked him over because he wanted to be groovy. He was like, "Yeah, the hippie life is for me." But here's the thing, and this is the cold honest truth about a lot of hippies. They sucked. Like,
Yeah.
remember the boomers. Remember that hippies became boomers. I want everyone to remember that. Like, the selfish people who bought all the housing, who like ruined everything for everybody, those were the hippies. And they were horrible. Most of them were horrible people. And so yeah, they took advantage of him. They took his money. Like a group of hippies hooked up with him, and once he was out of money, they lied to him. Said, "Hey, we'll go meet us at this carnival." They never show up at the carnival, and they fucked off somewhere else. And then he became a carny for a while.
Ah, yes, it was the clowns.
Yeah. See, if he would have joined the Juggalos back then, if they were around back then, he would have been fine. He would have had a friend group. They would have took care of him. Juggalito would still be around.
I can't believe this became a story of how John Lennon was almost saved by the Juggalos.
I always get there.
This is the true history that should have been.
Oh, I watched an amazing video the other day.
Was it
So,
about
you
the
know-
clowns?
No. So
Could be
Jesse
database
Cox,
bit.
right? He does his usual podcast.
Yes, the guy.
He
The
mentioned
man, yeah.
something. He said like the best video he's seen on YouTube in a long time was the like World of Warcraft's biggest secret. The actual title of the video was World of Warcraft's darkest secret. If you haven't watched it, it's very worth watching. But the entire video is a piss take at Blizzard. It was beautifully executed.
I need to check that out because Blizzard's trying to sue Otaku and some other company for defamation about their work conditions. When it's like, oh, that's true.
Well, I mean, they can technically do that lawsuit now because the Activision Blizzard one is finished. So any current statements, quote unquote, post that are considered fresh or
Oh, really?
viable
Oh,
for
shit.
defamation. Yeah. It falls in the same category as like the whole right to be forgotten and all that. So, I mean, we can make fun of, you know, past Blizzard or whatever, but yeah, current stuff like that can be counted as defamation.
Defamation is such a hard thing to prove. I think a lot of people kind of got spoiled, kind of like have unrealistic expected standards of how to prove it, thanks to
The Johnny Depp one.
Johnny Depp and the same time the Alex Jones one. The thing about the Alex Jones one is that technically he was never proven. He never made it to court. Like they never
No,
proved
he just
defamation.
refused to get to provide anything.
Yeah, he lost before it began. Like technically, he didn't get hit with defamation. He just got hit for being incompetent.
Just constant
trial.
contempt of court.
Yeah.
Man, imagine one court ruling being the entire backing of a second lawsuit that you lost. Because your ass didn't bother.
Well, that was the weird thing because eventually they did play ball, but they did it in such a dumb way. Like, when the lawyers finally decided, all right, we can't do this game anymore. We have to give them you have to give them stuff. They gave him everything. They even like
Yeah, just an entire full copy of his phone.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
just
Everything on it.
and a lot of that information went to the January 6th case. It was so stupid.
Yeah, right, because they provided it, and then the lawyer realized, and then refused to like call it back or anything.
Yeah.
We can go to the
Just-
front again.
It is an amazing show that the lawyer had every right to try to retract that evidence, did not bother. It's like, nope, it's already happened.
There's a thing.
It was
like,
totally an inside job. He did him dirty. But honestly,
I don't-
fuck Alex Jones.
I don't think it was. I think his lawyers and there's always like a thing versus a bad lawyer versus a bad client. Like in Amber Heard's situation, it was a bad client. She was just very hard to defend, and she kept making things worse. And she's extremely hard to work with. In
Right, we can't
Alec-
teleport. I just have to walk there.
Yeah.
Alex Jones case, he just had a bad lawyer, and there's still arguments how much that lawyer got paid, but his lawyer was just really bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most defamation suits these days, like, they don't exist to be won or lost. They exist to get a settlement.
Yeah.
They exist to burn up your legal resources until you're like, fine, take my money, leave me alone.
Well, because most of the time it's against normal people who don't have any ball in the race.
Oh,
And
the
they would-
shared chat
they would
ended,
win.
guys.
Oh, hold on, I'll restart it. Sorry. Why did
Against
we?
people that would otherwise, you might have canceled it when it like was still fine.
I
Oh,
think
sure,
it.
yeah.
I think it automatically caught back up to itself and it's like, hey, go fuck yourself. Well, I reposted it in chat for everyone.
All right, I'm in. I think. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I'll wait till you four
Because-
and then I'll press the button.
Because the standards for defamation are just so high. Since you have to either prove that you're, someone big enough to warrant the defamation lawsuit to begin with, and that your words actually have an impact.
And that you had malicious intent and that this, that, and the other thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's proving intent in court is a bitch because you can't do it. You can't, beyond a reasonable doubt, prove intent.
Yes, you can. It is not easy, but you can.
God, I wish I was streaming court cases at the time of the Amber Heard thing.
Yeah,
I think about that every
Marlock
now
has
and
been one
then.
of those dudes being an Amber Heard commenter. Like, man,
nowhere-
look how
what are you guys
look how
fighting? I'm nowhere near
incompetent
where
this
you guys are
fucker is.
fighting.
Yeah,
Where'd
you're
you
gonna have
go,
to be
Marlo?
over.
I was dealing with the share chat thing, and then I got separated from everybody.
Oh,
I didn't realize he wasn't here. I'm sorry.
do we have to fight that
I
again?
think you might have been close enough to still have gotten the XP.
Yeah, he was close enough.
Yeah, I just need to grab the large soul core.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's a pain in the ass. I've actually been in a defamation lawsuit and won.
What, your ex hit you with a defamation suit?
No, a former employer and a combination of a
Oh.
former employer and a former friend.
Oh,
Would have won that case too, but you know, showed up to court drunk too many times.
yeah.
Jesus, Marlo.
See, you just do what the rich people do. Just don't bother to show up. And then,
Can't prove I'm an
oh,
alcoholic.
look, they're gonna rule without my presence. Yeah, you know. Yeah, so there was a court hearing which people are supposed to look at Musk and look over the shit he's done. Well, he didn't show up to court.
Where does this go?
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, he did not show up before. Was it the House or was it Congress? It might have been Congress.
Congress, I'm pretty sure.
He's like, nah, I'm not gonna bother to show up. Fuck that. Oh, rolls on the second one are better. Not if.
Does Alec Jones? Infowars is still a thing, right? Like Alec Jones still goes
I
on.
thought it got sold off.
They're trying to sell it off, but I think he's still continuing. I think I'm not sure.
I don't know what's going on there. Technically, they have the rights to sell it off, and they did sell it off, but there was a
Didn't The Onion buy
stoppage
it?
put on that. Technically,
The judge repealed the Onion's offer for some reason.
I wonder why.
but also technically, the person put in charge of that did sell it. So it is in this judicial limbo.
I love Limbo.
Why is
Oh,
it so hard to get a fucking waypoint in this act? I swear to God.
I can't go. You do not have the required quest to start teleporting.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, I teleported to where Moo was. Where Moo was not where we need to be.
Yeah, sorry,
I
I'm trying to
do-
find a waypoint.
Unfortunately, to go to bed, I just looked at the time.
Oh yeah, shit.
That's
I've been
okay.
streaming I've been streaming for 8 hours. I need to hit out.
If you do decide you want to push it just a little longer, though, when we hit the end of the game, something different happens.
True, but
It-
it will soon be 1, and I need to wake up in 4 hours.
Oh,
Fair. Yeah, that's a little, yeah. I think you have to go in early today.
Yeah, because I need to not go to work Friday for reasons. So
I
this
see.
is what's happening. Yeah, but that's fine.
Well, hey, at least you got 3
We are
hours
real-
in.
Yeah, that was my goal for today.
Mhm.
Next time though, we can finish this up and then do maps.
Yeah, you
map.
you are like 3 or 4 maps away from actually hitting endgame and doing maps.
1,
Let's
2,
go.
3.
Sorry, Marlo, I talked over you. What are you saying?
5.
Oh, I said I'm probably gonna head to sleep too. I've been streaming for 8 hours.
Yeah,
Rookie numbers.
it's okay. we can always hit it up next Tuesday, finish it out.
Heck yeah.
Or if Skip joins us, get Skip to act cruel.
Cool.
Yeah, and even if you want to just finish the acts at some point, like during the weekend or whatever,
That also
I
be
most
dope.
likely have Friday off this week. So,
Ooh, nice. Also, all the gear you gave me now fits, so I'm
Hey.
decked out.
oh, actually, if that's the case, then
That is
there's
now an
one-
actual person. Mhm.
Yeah.
Fuck, someone sent me something stupid. Okay.
All right, should we go find some raid? Call it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
running my stream
let's-
actually right here.
I'll
find
probably
out
hop
who
off
we're
too, get a little work
eating
done.
at.
I'm gonna go find food.
Who's here? Who's alive right now?
That's a good question. Doom raided us, so now we can't raid Doom.
This is true.
I can yell at you.
Let me,
Um,
let me refresh my page real quick.
I have two options. One's playing D4, the other's playing PoE2.
I have a couple people on. I don't know what one of them's doing, and the other's doing Dead by Daylight. And I guess there is that not VTuber person who is playing PoE2.
A non-VTuber. What?
Gasp.
They're a non-VTuber.
Yeah, that one we have the same.
Oh, did Marlo already leave the stream together?
Yeah, I did. Already cut everything down. I was doing for 8 hours, so I just cut it.
That's the VTuber that's playing D4 is the only other option I have.
Fuck it, this is rated Mystery Science Theater.
What? Honestly, I'm down with pretty much any of these raid targets, personally.
Sees
we
Captivate in your
want
follow
to-
list, shakes your hand, looks you in the eye. Good choice. Good choice.
Yes. It took me a second to remember who that was. I had to look at
There's
the
that
profile
one
picture.
that one dude during one nerd doing art.
Dude,
What
he's
the fuck
also
I'm
the
trying to
only
say?
character in canon in the Disney world that is known to actually fuck.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, it took me a second. And I was like,
My brain is mush. I am a lemon. Marlo didn't raid because he's a massive nerd.
Yeah.
Marlo, you know what you do, right? You just raid one of us to send your raid to somebody
I was
else.
thinking about that. I forgot. I was like, that was an option.
There's that one.
See, I'll trust Sad's judgment because Sad does all this networking shit with people. He knows people. I don't.
I like Snowda. Snowda. God damn it. I like Soda. She's chill.
Sure. We can raid Soda.
pull this up.
Mhm. And I believe their 3D model is relatively new. So
Oh,
they have
okay.
a new, very
I-
expressive model.
Wait, is it Soda Sneedy? Sneedy?
Neb.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if people are still AFK on your channel, you can still do a raid command and you'll still send your AFK viewers somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Marlo, who's offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marlo, who's offline, can still send his viewers to somebody.
Are we starting the raids?
I
Yeah,
have
I've
started
set
my
up
raid. All right,
Okay.
everyone. Thank you
On
all for coming out
account of
tonight.
a number, we'll yeet them at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Feel free to check out everybody's links, check out everybody's stuff. Definitely follow us, nerds. You know. We'll be back when we're back. I guess we're back tomorrow for Factorio. 2 of us anyway.
Nice.
More than likely.
Unless Factorio doesn't happen, then who knows what we're doing.
Maybe one day.
I believe that nerd command is when we were doing something together.
Yeah, I haven't updated it yet. I need to.
Oh shit! Wait, we can only do a game of Dwarf
Repo?
Fortress.
Or Dwarf. Yeah, a legendary Dwarf Fortress multiplayer. Apparently,
So, yeah.
RimWorld multiplayer is a thing.
Really?
Yeah, like you take control of your colonists to do shit. Oh shit, my timer's running out. I have 10 seconds.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Catch water. Make sure you eat food. Good night. Good luck. Safe travels. Bye bye.
Ready,
See
set,
ya,
go.
bye-bye.
Ready, set, go.